up, Alpha Team? It is DJ AlphaTyler, and we are live with another community stream. Y'all been asking that we bring it back, so we bringing it back. We are here to chat. We're here to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I don't know really where this is gonna go, but we here for whatever we coming with, whatever y'all bringing. So give a minute for everybody to join in. As you guys can see, I am wearing that sweet new AlphaTyler AlphaTeam version 2 logo hoodie. Y'all like that thing, man? You can catch it up on the Streamlabs store. So if y'all ain't seen this, man, this is that new stuff. We got the ass butt picture on the back too, if y'all didn't know. What up, Chris Sweeney? How you doing, my man? If y'all don't know, so I don't forget to say it later, me and Chris Sweeney, we're going to be going live with Kelvin J over on his channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. So big shout out for that. Let me go ahead and say this too. What up, Amy Lynn? Amy Lynn in the chat. We got Jiminator J in the chat. What up, guys? Let's go ahead and invite some of this out. Let me copy this link out here in case y'all want to jump in. It's been so long since I've done a StreamYard. Feel free to jump in. If anybody wants to jump in and chat, let's get some conversation rolling because we are here today 100% to hear from the community. So come and join me, guys. What up, Buckshot? How you doing, my brother? Crack open one of these Cider Boys Grand Mimosas. Listen, I ain't got a sponsorship from the Cider Boys, but I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm always drinking the Cider Boys on these streams. Any of y'all actually tried the Cider Boys? Like, y'all gotta let me know if you've gone and hit them up. That'll strengthen my case. Everybody chatting around and everything. Anybody want to jump in? I got the link in the chat already. Jump in with me. Let's get some dialogue going, people. Right now I'm busy talking to this freaking gnat. Sweeney TV jumping in. What is happening, my man?
Hey, brother, what's happening? Let me get my hat backwards.
Get your hat.
Sweeney
TV jumping in. What is happening, my man? You get that stream muted too.
Yeah, I did.
What up, William? What up, Jason JV? How y'all doing? What's going good? What's good today, Chris? Are you excited about later?
Yeah, I am. Do we still got the echo?
No, we're good.
All right. Yeah. Hold on. I'm hearing an echo still. Yeah, man, I'm excited for tonight. Kelvin J, not only does he have a brand new album dropping, but he's definitely got MAGA Boys stuff I'm going to talk about.
Yeah.
He's got like he lives in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
So all that events that took place.
So he been seeing everything that's been going on lately then.
Yeah, man. Let me do something here, guys. I'm getting a really bad echo on my end.
Okay.
Let me close out every okay. I think it's gone.
All right. So
yeah, hey, technical difficulties.
It's all right. It happens. What up, Jason?
What up?
I see William asking, is there going to be some baby metal today? So I don't know about today, but definitely I'm going to be getting back to baby metal soon on my regular reaction rotation. Baby metal for me is a Monday or Friday group. So I usually keep my biggest reactions for Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. My Tuesdays are always based on what my past 7 days look like. And so for baby metal, those are really like a Monday and Friday group for me, but definitely gonna have some more baby metal reactions coming soon. I ain't gonna do any reactions on this stream probably. I mean, we might, but I doubt it. Delinquent, what up, my dude? Delinquent, how you doing? Delinquent, I saw Delinquent sub the other day. Officially, Delinquent been hanging out with us for a while though.
Yeah, and we watched his at least 6 minutes of his web series. That was a little strange, but I liked it. I mean, it felt like a like a weird TV show. Like
I think it's a dope web series. I'm looking forward to catching the next episode. I'm actually going to have a full reaction to episode 2 coming up as a recorded reaction in the next couple of days. So be on the lookout for that. What up, Jiminator Jay?
Yo, how's it going, my man?
Doing great, man. How you?
What's up, Jay?
Pretty good. I just finished a new beat that's probably going to be uploaded next week.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
So if you guys are streaming at any times, this one is definitely a new one for me. It's a very aggressive beat, and it's got that boost, like the bass booming in the background and all that. So I hope you guys are really gonna like it.
Awesome, man. I might slap a few bars down on it if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
All right.
Chris about to come with it, man. I'm pumped. I'm telling you, I'm working on an album right now, and I'm definitely gonna use at least a couple of your beats on my album because, like,
You're from the bottom of my heart. You're from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, nah, man. I really like what you've been coming with. That first one, the one that you had titled "Bad Omen," that was the one, man. I really fell in love with that just because it's got that nice, like,
Creepy
ambiance,
chill.
Yeah, that ambiance, you know.
Yeah, it's creepy and chill, and definitely it sounds like something like in a movie, like
Yep.
Yeah, Jiminator Jay's been coming strong. So if he says the next one's gonna be a banger,
you boys better believe it's a banger.
All right.
Believe it.
Hey, Big Buzz said he would murder his last track that he heard.
Yeah. I think Big Buzz got busy, so some of y'all might be looking for Buzz today. I don't know if he'll stop by the stream and jump on here. I ain't gonna commit him to that. I never got an exact time back from him, so we'll probably be pushing my interview with Big Buzz off a little bit. But I love that dude. I've been rocking with him for a minute. Like, I genuinely think he would have got busy. I don't think he just ghosted me or anything like that. I am excited to have him on the channel whenever he can make it.
Hey, to be fair, he wasn't sober. So
yeah.
He might have forgotten to, I don't know. But
I know that he was catching a flight. He was heading off to do some work. So, like, I kind of had my reservations when he said he would be here today anyway. But I mean, he off doing some work. He on that grind. I think he's recording some stuff because I know he was talking about the Lax and Hard Target. I think they might be shooting a video or something like that.
Right. Tyler, I'm gonna send you the link right now in the private chat.
Okay.
To tonight's Kelvin J.
Chris, Amy said it would be interesting to see you rap.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. And hey, believe me, guys, I will not be doing freestyles, and I will not be put on the spot. But I can write.
I was just about to ask if you wanted to spit out a freestyle for us.
No, thank you.
What's up, James? Yeah, like for me, I can't write, I can't rap, I can't sing, I can't put my emotions into that, but I can put my emotions into the music, the beats that I make.
Yeah.
Singing, writing, that was never my strong point in life.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If I have the beat ahead of time and I could write some lyrics, believe me, I can rap. Yeah. I already listened to enough rap. So
yeah, like what was it? A few days ago when Tyler was streaming and the chat was fire because Buzz was in it. You were listening to my beat Stars. And like y'all were laughing your ass off. I don't know if you guys were listening that much to it, but like if you listen closely, you got those chimes in the background, and those chimes really tell the story of my life.
I was talking about the chimes. I was talking about the chimes, and Buzz started making fun of me for calling them twinkles. I was listening.
That was funny. It was such a good night.
Hey, Stacy, Shanester, hello all. Amy, yeah, I seen some of your writing. Yeah, you could probably spit the way you speak. Anyway, it's almost a rap. If you ever hear Amy Lynn talk, she's basically rapping the whole time anyway. So
Delinquent talking about his web series. He's saying he'll have to get after us for the next few episodes. It gets wild after the first one. Man, I'm
Right
excited.
above
It got wild during the first one. Let's see. Shanester almost made it on time. Man, you on time. What up, Shane? Let's see. Do you remember that saying, honey badger don't? Yeah, man, the honey badger don't give a shit. Let's see, Big Buzz.
And Shane just showed some love on my Upchurch reaction that I just posted.
Which one?
Oh, yeah. I missed that last half of that. Yeah, he was watching that JJV react. My bad. I wasn't trying to cut it off like that. I can kind of write. I might be able to do some spoken word. Man, I'm sure you got it. What up, Stacy Yoder? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Chris, you've seen some of my writing. What do you think? What would you think? Oh, you already talked about that. We got hugs. Man, everybody hugging. All right.
Lots of love.
Hugs,
Lots
Stacey,
of love.
hugs.
What's up?
We got lots of love in the house.
Oh, yeah. Nothing but love right here. Let me make a post real quick. We sitting 12 strong. We usually do a little bit better than that on a Saturday. Come on now. So what's up, guys? What are 2021 plans? So we've each got everybody in the stream right now has got a YouTube channel. What do you guys got planned on your channels for 2021?
Who wants to go first?
My main goal for 2020 was to start my dream of becoming a part-time music producer. And I achieved that goal, and I'm super proud of myself for that. And now that I have my first official collaboration with AlphaTyler in March, that just makes me so happy in a way that I can't really explain. It's just, I finally achieved something in my life, and I'm giving myself a pat on my back, all right?
Hey, man. Hey, you're young, man. And guess what? The world, you can do whatever you want to do. There's no stopping whatever anybody wants to be. People will laugh at you. People will say your music sucks. You don't have to listen to anybody. Keep doing you. And the world, you can do anything. You can do anything you want to do.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. That means a lot.
Yeah, man. Just keep at it. And that's gonna be cool, man. I can't wait to hear Tyler on a Jiminator J track for sure.
Yeah. What up, Amy? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. What up, Hustler too?
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat.
Yeah, man. Hustler was hanging out last night with me for a while, and with us, I should say.
See, Stacy's saying her weather sucks. Goal is to be more healthy and love herself more. Man, I feel that. That's a good goal, legit. So, but yeah. No, going back to Jiminator talking about, man, I'm excited too, because I'll tell y'all, I pushed off for 2020. I was set, my New Year's resolution. I usually don't make them. My New Year's resolution was I was going to start a YouTube channel, and it took me. I was going to on January 1st. I was going to drop my first reaction, and I backed myself out of it. I talked myself out of it. All that. What up, Buckshot? But I circled around. I talked myself out of it. And then I got to the point, and finally, I think end of March, I finally uploaded my first reaction, saw the response and everything. The community jumped off, and I was like, legit, why didn't I do this sooner? Because where would I be right now if I had started this when I initially wanted to, or if I had started it not even waiting until 2020, but if I had started 2019 and stuff when I was getting pissed off at everybody, dumping on Tom McDonald and that beef with Matt Lethal and all that, I don't know.
Hey, I got the same feeling about it. I've been watching YouTube reaction channels for 3 years now, and I just every day I kick myself that I didn't what was I afraid?
No.
Eric, you gotta mute YouTube, bro.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to figure it out.
Hey, Phil, what's up?
What up, Phil?
I watched your Nova reaction a little bit ago.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was cool.
A lot of talk about growth in that one.
Oh, yeah. That's my plan. I need to grow and stay straight. Although last night I got a little tipsy.
She was drinking that mango something.
Rita's mango Rita. They're like those little margarita things. They're a little bit stronger than I anticipated. I ended up praying to the porcelain gods.
Oh, that sucks.
You see this right here? I got this grand mimosa going on from the Solder Boys.
I never had that.
I got my boring Bud Light, if that counts.
I'm telling y'all, I'm pushing for the Solder Boys. I'm gonna keep spamming them for a sponsorship, because like I have like a real love connection with the Solder Boys. Like I've been a lifelong beer drinker. Jim Nader dropped off. He might be coming back. I don't know. But I've been like a lifelong beer drinker. I've always loved beer, and apple cider was always just kind of okay. But then I found the Solder Boys, man. Let me tell you, it's like the first apple cider I'd rather have than a beer.
Hey, can I give a shout out to Hustler for hanging out last night, man? New Zealand was in the house and he brought some fire music. That Kambata, that Kambata track was fire.
Absolutely. Shout out to Hustler, man.
I tried watching your live stream this morning and it got blocked.
It is blocked.
WMG.
Yeah, it is blocked. Something weird happened last night, guys. Early this morning last night. Somehow I played Drown by Tyler Joseph.
Oh, yeah.
And it kicked off. Me and Tater actually were on there, and it was me and Tater and another guy. Gosh, I wish I remember his name now, but he was a brand new subscriber last night. But we were sharing Christian music, and we were listening to Mercy Me. We were listening to all kinds of Christian only like music. Like there was such good stuff that I felt I was in the presence of God. There was a Skillet, Toby Mac, Jeremy Riddle, Casting Crowns. I don't know if you guys heard any of this music, but I wish that live stream didn't get blocked based on a few songs. But right. DC Talks, Jesus Freak. You ever heard that?
Mm-mm.
No.
Man. You guys.
Oh, sorry.
You guys don't know. Hold on, Amy. I'm sorry too. Tater Monkey. If
Yo,
you
guys,
get
I'm
Tater,
having some issues with my streamer thing.
Uh-huh.
Kicked me out twice for some reason. I think my connection might be off.
Oh. Yeah, your audio is kind of
Canada.
a little bit here and there, so it might be that. But all right, well, I mean, you're
hear
welcome to
Chris
hang with us as long as you.
I can only hear Amy. That's weird.
Hey,
hey,
that's what's up.
That's hilarious.
This is Amy's stream now.
I'm gonna restart the link. I'll be right back.
All right, brother. Yeah, man, I gotta say this. We were listening to Christian music last night, and I don't know. I just felt different. I don't know how to explain it. My life at that moment, I was really in touch with God. I'm gonna start doing on Sundays. Speaking of 2021, on Sunday mornings, I am gonna be putting a Christian music song on my channel every morning.
Nice.
Yeah, not every morning of the week, but on Sunday morning in 2021, I am gonna be doing a like pure Christian music song.
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, I just.
Sorry.
I need the balance, like because when we play some like I know what Tyler said, it's a family friendly show, but sometimes the music we listen to, it ain't quite like Big Buzz on here, that was not like something a Christian would want to be watching. But at the same time, I can't cut off all music together. However, once every Sunday, I'm gonna post in the morning a Christian song. So
that'd be nice, man.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that POD? I don't know if they put anything out in many years, but they were Christian, I do believe.
Yeah, they were.
Amy Lee. I'm sorry, Amy Lee Forever just said Christian music should not be copyrighted unless God licenses it. Yep.
Hey, fair.
Fair. Yeah,
that's true.
I'd be down for that because 21 Pilots.
Hey, listen. Look. I always joke around on Amy and say she's obsessed with the 21 Pilots, and she kind of is. Don't get me wrong. I'm not lying when I say that, but this song "Drown," man, that song "Drown" changed me in a way that I couldn't imagine. And then, man, Tater is the queen of Christian music. She knows every song, and I never had anybody in my life that was showing me music like that. And last night was awesome.
What up, Hell? By the way, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat. Ain't seen you too much lately, but welcome back. I've seen you a couple of times in the past month, so that lifts my spirits up that you might be returning to form soon. Let's see. And Phil says we live in the world, but are separate from the ways of the world. Yeah, man, that's the way I always look at it. You know, like it's taken me a lot of time to get to the point where I'm as comfortable with my faith as I am right now.
Right.
There's nothing that really, you know, I encounter that makes me doubt my faith, makes me question my faith, really brings on that dark aura, you know, into my mind or anything like that. But it has taken me a lot of time, and especially, you know, where you're at, being a new Christian, stuff like that. Like it's always going to be tough when you have those challenges or those things that really come into conflict with your spirit. So I get that, man. Don't put yourself into a point, you know, where you come into questioning your faith or anything like that. You know, and if that balance is really what you need, I mean, get that balance, man.
Well, and that's what I love 21 Pilots so much for. It's like their music and the meanings behind it. It's so, the metaphors are so deep, but that's basically all his music is about, is his struggle with just wanting an actual, like he believes and he knows, but at the same time he struggles with the fact that he's famous, and that, but because he felt like he should have like went into like some sort of like career within like the church, but the music is pulling him, and I think it took him a long time to come to accept that was a different plan, and maybe this, and I think it's probably God's way of, you know, this is what he's supposed to be doing, but his anxiety and all that and depression, it really struggled from that feeling that he wasn't doing something right because of being an idol and all that.
Yep. Hey, man, it comes into play. And I mean, that's the worst thing is when we start dealing. I don't know how much you guys, you know, struggle with the depression, anxiety. I know some of us have talked about it for sure.
Oh yeah.
But
I do.
You know,
Yeah.
the key is, I mean, especially when you get on something in a platform, in a spotlight or something like that, it's always tough. You know, with the YouTube channel, one of my toughest things to reconcile for a long time was, you know, I'm one of the directors at my church. You know, if you guys hang around, you know, you'll hear me talk about that some. But like I'm the sound director at my church. I'm on the actual, like, you know, committee there, you know, making the decisions and everything. So I'm a leader in my church, and you know, for a little while I was like, okay, you know, can I even do this? Like, can I put myself out here like this? Like, does that cause a conflict or something, you know?
Well, yeah, because you got to think about your reputation, and if you say something or somebody says something on one of your streams, it could possibly, you know, not be taken the right way.
Yeah, no,
that makes sense.
I'm real proud though. Like my church is a very, you know, non-judgmental, not a, you know, it's very much what the Bible says. And at the end of the day, you know, you guys can look through my videos. You'll never find me even featured on somebody else's channel. You'll never find me not being a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might have some jokes that kind of push the boundaries a little bit sometimes. We might have nights like we have with Big Buzz the other night.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm confident that I'm still operating within my faith no matter what I'm doing, you know?
Right.
So that's kind of where I land on that, where I end on that.
If I could find a church that was like that, I would most definitely go. I just have yet to been able to find a church like that.
Yeah.
But
I think you got to go non-denominational. I think, in my opinion, that's it. That's the only way to do it. Like, that's the only place non-denominational churches. It's the only places I've ever really felt accepted.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
But that's my experience. That ain't. I'm not saying that should be everybody's. That's mine.
Let's see. We got some people. We got Amy Lee throwing in on the anxiety, talking about anxiety hits daily. Luckily, depression hasn't come back since I dug myself from that hole 5 years ago. Hey,
thank God. Yeah.
Hey, that's
awesome.
fortunate. I ain't even gonna lie. Like my most recent bout of depression was probably like 2 months ago or something like that. Like, and you know, I had a tough time digging myself out of that. And by all accounts, like looking at where I'm at in my life, I have nothing to be depressed about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the most horrible part about the whole depression
yeah,
thing. It's like it doesn't make sense. Like your life on all levels is probably great,
yeah.
but you're still messed up in the head about it. You know, like
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. And
Yeah.
and that's the point. Like that's where you get with some real depression. Like that's where you get on the, like you can't even come back from that for a while. You know, there's no easy fix, no easy way to come back from that, because you hitting like this point where it's like, I got a good day job, I got a good YouTube channel, you know, platform, community, all that. I got people that have my back. I got a beautiful wife. I've got a beautiful kid. Like, you know, my vehicles are paid off. Like I'm at a point where I should be happy with where my life is at.
but it still
Amen.
hits. Yeah, but
And
it still hits for no reason.
yeah,
Like yeah, and it is hard to get out of because and you can't explain it to anybody.
yeah.
All you know is you're not feeling right. You know.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
I've literally had friends come over to my house, like when I was going through that funk. Like I would be laying on the couch, like not even wanting to talk to anybody or anything. Like they would come in, my wife would let them in. They come over and they're like, "You have nothing to be depressed about." I'm like, "You just don't get it. Like you don't get it." Like, and I'm not saying like it's reasonable. I'm not saying that I should be where I'm at right now, but I'm saying like I can't. It's like that switch flips and there's nothing you can do. And I refuse to take medicine for it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be a slave to it or anything like that. And so it's like, you know, when that stuff hits, it's like, what are you going to do? You can't talk me out of it.
well,
Right.
and it's not even that. It's like half the time it seems like you don't even know why. And if you don't know why, you don't even know where to start to begin to figure out how to fix it.
Well, that's me. Like that's me for real, because I can look around. I'm logical enough to say I can look around. There's no source of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The problem for me, like when I know it's getting really bad, the main sign, because I might be depressed for a little while and I may not notice it right away, but the main sign is when people I love call my phone and I don't answer it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And,
Yep.
like that's how I know. Like you know, like if my dad is calling me, and I'm like, I just don't want to talk to anybody. So you know, and then like a week later, people are calling me going, "Hey, are you alive? Like, I haven't heard from you in a week." And then I realized, oh man, you
I
know,
do that. I do that when I'll just get in this place where it's like I'm just so fed up with everything around me. I'll get to the point where I almost want to just, like my phone will be on. I won't plug it in. It'll go dead. And I just don't even turn the thing on for 2 weeks. And I realize that that's like frustrating people. And, it's like, and I finally realized going to school last year, I was taking a communications class and I finally realized like, I hate the silent treatment. I hate that more than anything. I think it's probably
right?
from growing up with my mom being the way she was, like holding grudges and all that. But it's like, if I have an issue, let's talk about it, get it out and over with. Cause those feelings of that tension, I can't handle that.
True
So
swinging.
it gets to the point where it's like, I, I can't even explain like what I'm trying to say, but I realize now when I've done that, like just like not answered my phone for like 2 weeks, I realize that as much as I hate the silent treatment, I shouldn't do that because in a way that's the silent treatment. Even though I wasn't thinking about it that way, I just needed my own space.
Yep.
But so I'm trying to do better like with that, because I've been times where I just it'll be 2-3 weeks and my phone won't even be turned on.
Yeah. I think a lot of it for me, I mean, I genuinely like the world around me is depressing me right now. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yep.
looking at how nobody wants to find a compromise. Nobody wants to look for a middle ground. Nobody wants to, you know, concede any part of their platform whatsoever. You know, and I'm never the person who says if you completely disagree with it, you can disagree with me on everything. You can be a, you know, socialist, atheist, you know, whatever you might be. I'm never going to say like you're irredeemable or we can't have a conversation. And so it blows my mind when I look around at the world and I see people refuse to have conversations about these things. But we're at a point, it doesn't matter what you're talking about, whether you're talking about race, religion, politics, wherever you're looking in society right now, nobody can find a compromise. And man, that's depressing. Like that's not like a world view to have,
Exactly. Yeah, there is no compromise. Everybody's hardliner now. You pick a side and they hang on it, and the left people on the left, they don't compromise.
Yeah.
They won't listen. You have valid arguments, valid points. They won't listen. But Phil Hendrickson just said when he gets depressed, he writes down all of his pluses and minuses, pros and cons, and he says his pluses always win. So, or blessings, he said. But if you have to remember, I mean, so I guess the point is you got to find a way to get there, like to be able to. I don't realize I'm depressed until people tell me.
Yeah.
Or, and then they're like, "What's wrong?" And then I have to think about it.
Yeah.
So I don't see it when it's happening.
I feel that.
But yeah, I have more pros and cons in my life for sure.
Well, if y'all don't hear from me, because at this point, like, I've been on these streams and talking, and like I was saying the other night, finally feel like I've got like real friends, and I only started an IG because of this whole community, because before I didn't have a reason to.
Right.
So, and now it's helping me like get through stuff, like with my mom dying, my grandpa, and my step grandma, and my school stuff. Just like this whole last year has just been crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for everybody here.
Me too. Me too.
Me
The only bright side of 2020 is YouTube. I gotta admit it. Like,
right? Yeah.
Hey, Buckshot.
Yeah.
Shane mentioned that he started working on a new design for the shirt, but nothing yet. But
yeah, I've seen it. I tried to when I'm on here with you, it won't let me interact with my chat for some reason. I don't know why. I can read the chats, but it won't let me respond.
Okay, okay, and that's fine. So open YouTube, click on the YouTube link, and then mute YouTube, and you can interact.
Yeah.
But you from StreamYard, you will not be able to interact with the chat. What's up, Gabe?
Shout out to Gabe. What up, Gabe?
What's
hey,
up,
Buckshot.
Yeah.
While we got the spotlight on you, what are your plans for 2021, brother?
My plans for 2021, music.
Yep.
Chart topping hits, right? You gonna get a chart topper. You gonna get on the Billboard charts.
I mean, that sounds good, and all. I mean, whether that'll happen, we'll see. I just want to make music, man. I don't know,
I feel you.
Whether I go somewhere with it or not, I just want to make it for myself and for the few people that do like it.
Hey, we're listening.
If it helps you, that's the number one priority. If it happens to make it to other people and helps them, then that's just a bonus.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But yeah,
absolutely. Amy Lynn.
Designs. I ain't come up with nothing for the shirt, but I appreciate it. I mean, we'll come up with something for the design for a shirt, man.
Amy Lee forever.
2 spaz shotguns, like crossed. You know what I mean? Like 2 spaz shotguns crossed or something. I don't know.
Speaking of t-shirts, Amy Lee forever said, first rule of 2020 is not to talk about. Wait, first rule of 2021. Yeah, man, that's funny.
But
I had a lot of growth in 2020. I mean, I'm not. I know 2020 as a whole was kind of a down year, but like I did have a lot of growth in 2020. Like I'm thankful for 2020 as a whole. I mean, we built this community. I mean, we really I can't be having this conversation right now if 2020 didn't happen. And honestly, if it didn't happen exactly the way that it did, so I mean, I agree 2020 sucked, but there are parts of it that I can't really knock on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
definitely know what you mean. Because without the stuff that happened in 2021, I wouldn't be talking to y'all right now. So I can definitely.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's see. Gabe getting ready. Gabe out fishing right now. Ain't caught anything. He's got to leave, but he said his battery's at 7%, so he's gonna have to hit us up when he gets back. All right, we'll catch you later, Gabe. Let's see. We got Mark, New World Order, Mask of the Beast. I don't think the mask is the mark of the beast, but I agree with what Phil says. Phil says the mask is a soft sell, and I think we're getting a lot of tests right now. You know what I mean? We're getting a lot of prods, just to kind of see where everything goes in. But
yeah, and we're failing.
But I don't know. Like I said, I mean, it's just like I've said with the election. If Joe Biden's going to be president, so be it. God uses the darkness for the light as much as He uses the light. So it's not for me to question. It's not for me to say what I know is 100% fact. I know that God's will is going to be done on earth. That's what I know to be true. And if Joe Biden is our president, then that's God's will. And not everything that God puts in our path is meant to be good. You know what I mean?
Or what we want. Right.
Yeah. And it's not always going to be what we want. So that's kind of my take on it. I'm not saying 100% any of the stuff. I'm not jumping into that. And I definitely don't want to make this a political stream, but I really think about a lot of this stuff. And I'm like, when we start reaching, and we've said, wait until next week 5 times, and we've said wait until January 6th, and now wait until January 20th. It's like all this stuff keeps coming back. I just, I don't know.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, it's not what we wanted, but I think Mises said it best.
Yeah.
Trump 2020 or Christ 21, and he wasn't kidding around when he said he'd be good with either one. So we got to deal with it. And yeah, so I can't hate on 2020 other than it wasn't a great year. I definitely have gained a lot. There are definite benefits of 2020 for me. So
yeah, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Yeah. Exactly. Like throw back to Chumbawamba, baby.
Actually, I think that's a Tale of Two Cities or something. It's a book.
Yeah, okay, we're thinking about that. Sorry, I was thinking about the Chumbawamba song.
I remember that band or group or whatever. I don't remember the song very well, but I do remember. I know what you're referencing.
See, I'm not pissing his life away. Pissing his life away.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the song. Is
the lives away.
The last.
She takes a whiskey drink. She takes a vodka drink.
We should listen to that. Now that you brought it up, we should listen to that.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we might have to in a minute. Let's see.
All right, she said Tale of Two Cities. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I could share my screen and we could listen to a band called DC Talks Jesus Freaks. It did not take down my stream. I don't know if you want to do songs, but that's okay. It's your show.
We might in a minute. Let's keep the conversation rolling right now while we got the conversation going.
So I'm just waiting for the alien invasion or the zombie apocalypse, and I really don't care which one comes.
Get out and buy the zombie survival guide, man. Like we already ready. It's on my bookshelf. I'm just saying we are ready in my house. But
well, if it comes from your house, it's going to be more like a spirit invasion.
A spirit invasion.
Plasmophobia.
You're gonna be in the high school gym, trying to stun the teacher that is stalking the hallway.
Yeah.
No,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Bathroom trying to download
Oh wait, you're gonna be in the bathroom.
Spirits.
You be in the bathroom, seeing Gabe's number on the wall.
Yeah, be in the bathroom, giving Gabe a panic call. Gabe, I need a happy ending now.
Now.
Yeah.
Shane.
Amy Lee Forever said that it was Tale of Two Cities, so I'm uncultured. That's fine.
It's all good.
Let's see, but Shanester says, let me catch up on these chats real quick. Shanester says we all like Buckshot's music. Let's see. Time is
There ain't much of it.
my thought's not over. So the only thing I'll say on the abortion debate, and this is the last probably politics that I'm going to talk about hardcore, but the only thing I'll say on the abortion debate is nobody should really be factoring abortion into who they vote for. And I'm not saying that I don't vote against the people who support abortion, because I generally disagree with them and everything else. But abortion is not a legislative issue. Abortion is squarely on the Supreme Court. We have no power to legislate any other decision on abortion because the Supreme Court made a decision. It is on the Supreme Court to overturn that decision. Nobody else can in any way be involved in that process.
I don't disagree. I will say this though: Roe versus Wade was never about late term abortion.
No, it wasn't.
It was always about if you got raped, or if the baby was going to hurt the mother during childbirth, or if they and then they started to be able to tell if the baby was not going to be okay, with the cranial fluid test. But then now they're the way you're right. Abortion should not be. Sorry, my computer. Abortion should not be something you vote specifically on, but you cannot at the same time call yourself a Christian, whatever, if you believe in abortion, especially late term. I mean, they're talking about taking babies out of wombs, during birth and killing them. I mean, I can't get down with any of that, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I disagree with late term abortion. I personally disagree with all abortion, but
well,
again,
I mean, rape. I mean, come on. If a woman gets raped,
and again, where I go back to with it is I always say I disagree with abortion, but again, I'm not talking about outliers when I say that, because when I look at the full scope of everything, if my wife's life were in danger, we would absolutely term the pregnancy to save her, and that's my wish. That's not even hers, because she disagrees with me. She says she would want to have the baby, but if the call is on me to pull the plug or to make the termination, I mean, I'm going to keep my wife. We can make another child. You know what I'm saying?
And have fun trying at the same time.
Exactly. And we'll have plenty of fun trying. So come on now. All right. Lighter topic. Amy Lee Forever says Complan 8888 is U.S. Department of Defense planning for defending against zombies legit, so we're safe. So the government actually has a plan to defend against zombies. I got you. Okay.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Vaccine.
Crazy news just came to me.
I'm not sure if you're taking a shot with that, Mark, but I follow the entire Bible as well, so let's not get that twisted. What was that, Buckshot?
My brother just sent me a picture. His old lady just had the baby in the hospital.
Oh man, congratulations.
I didn't even know they was at the hospital. I didn't know she was in labor or nothing. Wow. That's crazy.
Hey guys, I'm gonna jump off. Tyler, we are on for later. I will be back here, but I am gonna leave for a minute and take care of some stuff that I have to do before tonight. I got to get prepared for the interview. So everybody, Amy, Jay, Buckshot, everybody in the chat, Gabe, Mark, Amy, Lee Forever, Phil. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
Later.
We'll catch
Later.
See you, buddy.
So Gabe says, I think everyone had hope that good would come out of Trump. By now, everyone needs to realize that putting faith in man is still leading us the wrong way. I agree. I mean, that's where I go to with the Trump thing. I have faith in God. That's not dependent on whether or not Trump's president. You know what I mean? And that's where I land on it, 100%. No, I didn't vote for Joe Biden. No, I don't want Joe Biden to be president. But my faith is in God. God's will is going to play out on this earth, and it's in God's hands.
Amen.
Phil says, I had a top secret clearance in the military. At one time, I was in an SAS booth. The commander had a 45. I had a 45 EAM messages, nuclear release from Joint Chiefs to us. Man, that's rough. So I did too. On the clearance, that was my clearance level, and I saw I ended up in some interesting situations, we'll say. But yeah, I know what you're talking about there. Let's see. Let's see. Writing on the walls has been Gabe's number this whole time.
For a
Gabe
good
for
time,
president.
Glorious Gabe.
Congrats, Uncle Buckshot. Take care. Let's see. Have a good one, Chris. Let's see. I'll catch your stream, man. Respect equals happy equals love. Yep. What up, DJ Foxbit? How you doing? All right, Jason. What are your plans for 2021, man?
Man, just try to pump out as much music as I can. Try to get some features, other than the one I got going on with you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, more reactions on top of that. You know what I mean? Just staying focused on the grind. You know what I mean?
Yep. So I'm hoping, by the way, to have that track mixed tomorrow. So hopefully,
all right, man, that sounds good.
As the finalization on the weekend, I actually had a chance to record some things today. I'm feeling good. I'm sounding decent. Had the chance to get things recorded, so I'm gonna mix everything up today, late to not into tomorrow, and hopefully by the end of tomorrow, I'll send it back to you.
All right, sounds good.
Let's see, Amy
and then
Lee.
You and I, we got that. That ain't gonna be the last feature, right?
Right. No, you got to come back. We got to do. I already talked to Crenny about that beat, so I'm getting full routes to that beat for 40, I think. So,
all right.
He gave me
just let me know. Let me know what direction you want to go with that, so that way I know what to do with that.
Good deal. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm gonna hop off here. I got to call my mom in the hospital, let her know. Which I'm pretty sure my brother ain't that dumb. Like, they're in the same hospital, but my brother he's so spaced out. I don't know if you understand. Like, he can go visit my mom right there, his mom too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Hey,
so
do you, man? Take care of your family, though. Congratulations, and come back if you want to.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will.
Congratulations and prayers for your mom.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll be back.
Let's see. Honestly, I think our bipartisan system is the root of evil, ends up the same no matter who wins. I agree. And two parties do not represent the people is what it comes down to. I mean, bottom line, I've been saying that for the past year, like, yeah. I've been saying it for longer than that, but nobody's been hearing me say it for longer than that. But
I mean, I've never been really for either party, and that's why I chose to be independent.
I'm a registered libertarian. I mean, I don't necessarily support the Libertarian Party, but I am a libertarian. That's what my political ideology is, and that's where I'm registered because I want to see number one, a viable third party, but number two, I want to see actual libertarian ideas come into the Libertarian Party instead of it just being Republicans that want to legalize weed or Democrats who maybe don't want to spend our entire future into debt.
So to speak more on libertarian, because I did this online test once, and I'm pretty sure that I am more libertarian because I wouldn't say like a hardcore Republican or anything like that, but I'm definitely not Democrat. But there are some things on both sides where kind of in the middle. But
so you'll hear people claim libertarian to be a whole lot of different things. There are a lot of, it's a really flexible political ideology and with like probably 30, 40, 50, subgroups inside of it that go everywhere from people who think socialism and universal healthcare should be a thing all the way to people who borderline anarchy. Basically the root of libertarianism, though, actual libertarianism, pure libertarianism, without going into the subsets and all that stuff, the root of libertarianism is just less government, number one, emphasis being on individual liberties. So, I have the freedom to do anything that I want to do as long as it does not infringe on your freedoms or your life.
That's what I thought it was, and that's definitely where I would probably lean.
Yeah, and that's where you go back. A lot of people, a lot of more conservative people, let's say like former Republicans or something like that, who want to see weed legalized. Like they'll start claiming libertarian because they're like, oh well, people have the individual right to do drugs. Like you can't stop people from doing drugs. Well, that's true, but that's one part of it. You know, if you're going on this, but you're still saying 100%, let's vote for somebody based on their stance on abortion. You know, at the end of the day, wanting less government means wanting less government, and so you have to take the things that go your way with the things that don't go your way, and that's where I stand. That's why abortion is one of the things where I'm always explicit to say I don't agree with abortion, I don't support abortion, but I would never want to legislate based on my personal views, and I want the government taken out of the abortion discussion, and that's what it comes down to.
Yep. Well, and remember the night on I think it was Tim's stream, we kind of got into the subject of all Democrats being bad, and I was like, no, I have a hard time. I mean, you can't say that because you're a Democrat that makes you a bad person, because everybody has different beliefs.
Well, and I think that the Democratic Party is bad.
I think I'm saying the individual person.
Yeah, I think that I disagree with their platform. I mean, that's where I'm coming from when I say that. But to say that if you vote for a Democrat or if you support a Democrat, or to say that you can't be a Christian or that you're a bad person, I disagree with that. And that's what I said on there too. I'm not saying you've already heard my spiel on this. I'm not going to back down from that. That's my view. You can support something, you can support someone without fully supporting everything, because I mean, even when it comes down to for me, when you look at voting for Trump or I voted for Mitch McConnell in this last election. When you come down to voting for these people, like, do I agree with everything that they stand for? No. Do I agree with the entire Republican Party platform because I voted for a Republican? No. But, do I think that they most accurately represent what I'm trying to see happen in this country or something? I mean, in that situation, that's the best option that I'm being given. And obviously I'm not going to vote for, Mickey Mouse or something like that. That's never going to happen.
Right.
So, that's what kills me about this statement, to say, you can't be a Christian. It's not my place, number one, to say whether you are or not a Christian. That is your relationship with God. It's not on me to judge that, to, weigh the merits of that. None of that stuff. I can't say that you're not a Christian.
Right.
Right.
And it's not on me to say that you can't be a good person, or that you are by default a bad person because you voted for, let's say you voted for Joe Biden. I ain't trying to throw you out there like this, Amy Lee Forever, but we've had a lot of conversations, and I know that I believe about 95% sure that you voted for Joe Biden. I don't think that makes you a bad person. That don't mean I don't like you. We've had a lot of conversations. I know that you're actually a very good person. I like you a lot. And that's where I go back to saying, it's real hard for me to just say that somebody just has no merit because they disagree with me on a couple of things. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's, I feel 100% I'm with you. Exactly. And you definitely said that a heck of a lot better than I could articulate, but that's exactly what my point kind of was. And it's like, and if that's the way it was, then nobody would be married, because I'm sure there's, in any marriage, I mean, you're not going to love every single thing about the person you're married to. Well, or, I would think.
Just to clarify, Amy Lee Forever did not vote for Joe Biden. Did you vote for Joe Jorgensen? I know you didn't vote for Trump. Also, anybody, I posted the stream link, or the StreamYard link in the chat again. If anybody wants to jump in, click on that link and it'll bring you into the chat with us. I saw Buckshot's back. Welcome back. Welcome back. But yeah.
Welcome back.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Even if you did vote for Joe Biden, I mean, the point that I'm bringing up, it's still valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you do vote for Joe Biden, that's fine. We can still have a conversation. And we don't have to agree. That's the thing at the end of the day that we've got to get to terms with. We don't have to agree on everything, people. We don't even have to agree on anything. If I like you as a person, I don't care if we disagree on everything else. Like, if we can hang out, have a good time together, and have a legitimate conversation, not disrespect each other and stuff, why would I not hang out with you just because politically we disagree on a couple of things?
Well, yeah, that's like, if you go to Lissy, the artist Lissy, she's 100% Joe Biden, and I love her music regardless. I'm not going to just be like, oh, screw her because she clearly believes in something that I don't believe in. Is that to me that's just immature.
Well, that's going on. I know Jason can echo this sentiment, but I mean that's going on like Eminem. I mean Eminem probably politically disagrees with me on everything, but I'm still like am I going to say he sucks because of that? Am I going to stop listening to his music? Absolutely not. Like the dude is a legend in hip hop. Like I like hip hop. I'm going to listen to Eminem. I'm not Snoop Dogg level, like where I'm willing to say he's not top 5 or anything like that, you know?
Right. Well, that's
it's
like
one thing to have your own opinion
Rose.
though, but here's the thing about that. See, Eminem doesn't exactly quite believe in that philosophy that we can disagree and still be cool with each other. I mean, let's not forget what he did at BET. And that's why it's hard for me to listen to him now with all his new stuff, because he's putting his views out there, which he has every right to do, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's kind of hard to respect his views when he doesn't have any respect for those who disagree with him.
But yeah, no, but I would remind you too that after he did the BET thing, because he came early on Kamikaze and apologized for putting all of his fans into one category or the other.
Right, but the thing is that he shouldn't have done that BET thing in the first place.
No, I agree. I agree. That was stupid.
What did he do?
Because all he did is creating more segregation amongst, not just his fan base, but for the people in this country. You know what I mean? He's part of the problem.
Yeah,
what did he do? Because I have no idea. Like, I don't follow stuff like that.
He got on BET. He did a BET cipher. He basically said, if you support Trump, like you're not one of my fans, don't rock with me, don't listen to my music. Like I don't like you.
He told fans to F off. He told Trump supporting fans to F off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's not cool. I mean,
it's not.
And that's the thing. Like I was real pissed off when it came out, but I do respect that he had the decency to come back and apologize for it later. Now I know part of that is because you really started to. I know your pockets got messed up from that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you lost some money over that, but
yeah, even
his numbers haven't been the same ever since he did that. Because you look at the charts now between him and Tom McDonald. And this is what I was trying to get across to Chris, but Chris is in that mindset where like no matter what, Eminem is the greatest no matter what, which to a degree he may still be. But the thing is that when you got someone like Tom McDonald, who's one song, right, which is best rapper ever, when that song is beating your entire B-side album, that speaks more volumes than what Eminem is doing right now.
Well, that's the thing. Like you're independent too. You don't have the legacy. You're independent and you're pretty new. I mean, I know Tom's been around for a couple of years, but Tom's still pretty new. And it's like to be completely independent, put that thing out, go from where you started to where you're at right now, all on your own, and then you have one song, and that's where, because I was watching that stream, I wasn't in the discussion, but I was watching that stream where you guys were talking about it, and that's where like I really don't think Chris was seeing your argument, because he was saying no, but Eminem put out a whole album. Exactly, like Eminem had like 15 chances to do better. Eminem had 15 chances that could have topped Tom McDonald's song, and Tom's song still got more. It got more than every single one of those songs on individual merit. And so by default, that song got more than Eminem's album. You can't even argue that. Yeah, exactly. Eminem made more individual sales because he was selling an album. That doesn't matter. There was no song that outperformed Tom McDonald's song.
That reminds me of like the Mac Lethal thing. Like he's like the whole thing about that he had like more subscribers and more this, and Tom was like, you have also put out how many more videos that month? I put out one.
Yeah, that's where I come down to. I mean, I get a lot of views. Like if you look at my last 30 days, I mean they kill a bunch of people, but like I also put out multiple videos daily. So like it's not a comparison between a channel like mine and one that puts out maybe one video a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, what up, Tater Monkey?
Hi, Tater.
What's up, my homies?
My hoe.
I also see Brenda Spencer in the chat. What up, Brenda? Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, hi, Brenda. I seen that too. I can't type. Oh, Jimmy Juggalo's here.
Waiting for the time to talk. Jump
And
in.
then
Yeah, it's funny as I got on and I saw you were live and I come in and I'm like, oh, there's a link. I'm just gonna not even say I'm here. I'm just gonna jump right out.
You're just ready to jump on in.
Knock knock, who's there?
Let's see.
And then another thing too, real quick, Ty, if I can, about the argument between Tom McDonald and Eminem was that if you listen to Eminem's new stuff now, content wise, it's not the levels of when he was first coming out. You look at the Slim Shady LP, you look at the first Marshall Mathers, you look at Eminem's show, even Encore, I would put up there too. And hell, even Relapse. I mean, the Relapse Deluxe Edition, where he released the 6 additional songs.
Yeah.
Like all of that piece of catalog, to me, the content there is far superior than what he's putting out now. Just the only difference between him then and now is just that, okay, he can rap faster, but now he's no longer the trendsetter. He's following the trends that these younger rappers are doing. When before he was a trendsetter. I'm
gonna piss off everybody. Now I've been an Eminem fan for a long time, and with this statement, take into account I loved all of his older albums when they came out. I would say probably the Eminem Show is my favorite album that he came out with, and here's the part where I'm going to piss everybody off. I think his strongest period was from Recovery through MMLP2 and into Kamikaze because I like the grown man Eminem. I like the grown man Eminem who's looking back on the period and just the point that he got to in Kamikaze where he didn't care who he pissed off. I liked that album. I like that.
That's the thing. It's not the same. See, before, if you were talking about the Eminem that released the Eminem Show, I would agree with you 100%. But now this is an Eminem who is not, you know, in that careless mode where he doesn't care who he offends. No, he's being really careful with who he offends because let me tell you this. You know, look at all the presidents, right, that were around the time when Eminem, hit it big. He went in on Bill Clinton, who was a Democrat. He went on George W. Bush, who was a Republican.
Yeah.
He skipped Barack Obama. And then he goes after Trump. So you can't say he's that same guy that that didn't care to offend anybody. He's watching who he offends.
Well, I would say on that, I would say he skipped Obama because he liked Obama. I mean, and that's where I would go with that. I wouldn't say like he skipped him just because he was worried about offending him. I think he genuinely supported him. But to me, where I go when I look at it, I enjoy listening to Recovery, MMLP2, and Kamikaze more than a lot of them stuff because especially with the Slim Shady LP with those albums. I mean, while I loved them while they were out and everything, I just like his more mature tone where he's talking with actual life experience.
But it's not more mature though, because he's still saying a lot of the same things he was saying before. He's going back to his old ways where he's talking about murdering people. You know what I mean? Torturing and murdering women and all this and that. When before that, around the time we did the whole BET cipher, he was trying to be woke. He was trying not to be that guy.
No,
that's why
I'm not talking about
when he put out Recovery. No. Hear me out. When around that time when he put out like Recovery, he put out Revival, all this and that. He was trying to be woke. He was trying to be that different person that I didn't recognize. And then now he's trying to go back to who he was before all that, and it's not the same, and it doesn't work.
I'm talking specifically about those 3 albums. I'm not talking about what he did outside those albums in my statement. So understand when we're talking about who he was during those periods, I agree with you. I think he had sold out values and everything like that. He sold out his fans 100%. But when I'm talking when I'm making that statement, I'm saying those 3 albums I like better. I'm not necessarily saying like the whole period, the whole encompassing everything he was doing and all that. So I do want to clarify that because I get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. I mean, he went to a different kind of point, a different period and all that. But I definitely
because I think with the Recovery album too and Revival, it's like it was a sound that was not him. It was more like a pop style Eminem. Which is not that's not who he is.
You don't think Recovery was him? I think Recovery was straight him.
I think it was drugs, man. He was on drugs and then he got off drugs, and that's what happened.
Which fine, all well and good. I respect that, but I'm saying for like the sound that album had, it's not his sound.
I,
It's not him.
I could give you that with Kamikaze because he brought in a lot more trap beats
No,
and stuff like that.
Kamikaze was him.
I think
Kamikaze was him.
See, I don't.
Recovery was not, and Revival was not.
I'm not with you on Recovery because now Revival, I agree. Revival didn't sound like him. Recovery sound like him to me, especially because you got to think about it opened up with Cold. It went on. It had the Fire track on it. It had Cold on it. It had Cinderella Man. Like you might be thinking about some of his more sentimental songs off that album, but when you listen to that whole album, you listen to the Recovery album. That was him.
Okay, not to interject, but I see a comment from Hustles, whatever. The old school Eminem being more raw and spitting what was on his mind. That I definitely can agree with.
Yeah,
that makes sense to me. Is maybe the difference.
But I mean, let's talk too. When we talk about being more grown man, like back in the day, he was saying what was on his mind. But who was he dissing most of the time? Britney Spears, the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, Fred Durst. I mean, he was dissing pop stars back in the day. Like on Kamikaze, he went at actual rappers.
But let's not forget, he was also battling Insane Clown Posse. He was battling Everlast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was battling Ja Rule.
Everlast was more of a D12 thing. Like he didn't bring that much into his own music. He kept that over with D12 for the most part.
Hey, I gotta ask Stacy, what kind of phone do you have? Or maybe it's not a phone. It might your little hugging man there.
I've skipped over a ton of things. We got into this. I mean, it's healthy. Like either way, here's the thing. Like I like all of Eminem's catalog. Don't get me wrong. Like with maybe like I even like Revival. Like it's probably at the bottom of my list, but I like Revival. Like,
can I say something as a non-rapper person? No, because Tyler, you'll like this because I agree with you. Is that he's 58 years old. I mean 48, not 58. Sorry. Anyway, you grow, and I don't.
Yeah.
You know, like the Recovery album, I've never been. Of course, I know some Shady and like whatever, but like the Recovery album, I was like, wow, like this dude. And then it was almost like, for me, I'm just saying, and I'm not a big Eminem, like I don't know all of his songs. It's just this last one, the little bit I've heard, it's almost like he's in the same damn thing at 48 that he was right when he hit Slim Shady. His style may be different, but he's still in the same mindset. And I'm 46 years old. I don't want to continue to be, I'm trying to grow. I'm not trying to continue to just listen to the same whiny. And he's either going to have to understand that his base is going to grow with him, and 20-year-olds are not going to want to hear 46-year-old rap about 46-year-old shit. They're not going to understand it. But he can't keep on rapping about 20-year-old crap when he's supposed to be over it, and you're past that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Eminem made a song like "Fact" today, like everybody's just gonna laugh at him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He's expected to be more of a grown man. He can't get by with the things that he was doing back in the day. Like, if he were to come out with what, like, I don't know. Let me think of a couple.
Role model.
Him.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like them old songs like Kim, like Fact, like Role Model, like them things that really just either go into complete nonsense or talk about killing your baby mama or something like that. Which, don't get me wrong, he's still making songs about Kim every now and then. Because I think on the MMLP 2 he had one about Kim still, but you can't be doing that at his age, being like an established guy. You've got to be more serious. Like, you got to be more serious because
the one thing I'll give him credit for, as far as the second Marshall Mathers LP album, is that he made amends with his mom.
Yeah.
You know on the first MMLP, it was all about the issues he was having not only with Kim but with his mom.
Yeah.
And then I found it fitting, and I thought this was right when he did the second one. That this is gonna be the one that, since it started on the first one, I'm gonna do it on this one where I make amends with my mom and everything, make amends with my past and everything, because I get now, being where I'm at now, I get now why she did what she had to do, why she was the way that she was. I understand it. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll give you props for that one.
And that's huge too. Like, that song still tears me up. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah,
that's just growth and reflecting on your life, and and once you get mature and you reflect and you start to understand other people, and that you start to understand why people do the things they do, and
Yeah.
you have to step outside of your own biases and if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
But then here's the thing, though.
Me?
Here's the thing, though. If you listen to side B, there's like more than one song where he kind of talks about he's kind of like just like a broken record. He's repeating himself, where he's still going in on fans. He's talking about how he's doing what the young up and coming rappers are doing now, talking about his status. You know what I mean? Where he is now. Oh, people hate me now because I'm here. This is where I'm at now.
Yeah.
No, dude. A lot of the fan base don't like you anymore because of what you did years ago. I mean, did you expect those? Yeah, look, I know I'm going back to that thing. I know he apologized and everything. I get that. That's all well and good. But there's still fans out there that are still sore from that. And it's like,
well, there's
once
still
you lose that base too that was supporting you, that's it. It could be hard getting them back. So now, now because you know you're not gonna get those people back, now you're still gonna dump all over them like another typical rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's now becoming, another, generic rapper by going in on haters and trolls, talking about, oh, they hate me now because of my status. They hate me now because of this, that, and the other. But it's like, no, dude, they don't like you no more. They're not following you no more because of something else that you're still kind of refusing to take accountability for.
I think that's important too, because I'm not disagreeing with you, because I still think too he only apologized because it messed with his pockets. Like it only he only came out and said he was sorry because he saw the losses he was getting. Because I'm sorry, like you made a career off being a white rapper. Like let's not
apology was from Paul Rosenberg. That wasn't from him. You know
let's not skip.
And that's what I'm saying. It was stupid for him to do that because, like, dude, you could throw up that fist all you want. It's never going to be a black fist. It'll always be a white fist. Yeah, so there was no point in him doing that in the first place. And then even after that, you still got members of the black community that are in the music game with you that are still looking at you the same way they did when you were first coming up. So what was the point? You didn't achieve anything.
We can't ignore the fact, when M makes a statement saying, F all my fans that support Trump, whatever. When he makes that statement and apologizes for it, the fact is the dude still made white America, acknowledging exactly that he would not have gotten the same pop if he was black. He knows he wouldn't have gotten the same pop if he was black. And so you can't go from 1999 when the Eminem show came out with White America on it. You can't go from that to 2018 when Kamikaze comes out and forget you came up.
And until I collapsed, he also said that he may never ever get the props that he feels he ever deserves.
So John or Taterate made a really good point. I don't know if he can't think of it again, but like he was saying is that, of course, because last night we had this big conversation of who was the best rapper.
Dab all day, right?
Poor Chris was just getting so mad because nobody was on his side.
Yeah.
And so he is maybe the best little how you say it, little.
I think he's got the best wordplay. I think he is the best lyricist, hands down. But
the meaning, the depth of how he can spin those word plays is Tom, and I just said this to John, is Tom has been more vulnerable and so raw with his like really demons to a level deeper than I think the songs that I've listened to Eminem has ever. I mean, when it comes to that, I think Tom has him beat.
Well, the thing is, and that's where like a lot of people really want to say like you can't say Tom's the GOAT because he's too new and stuff, and like that, I mean, whatever. But like real talk, I have no issue saying I would rather listen to the message that a Tom McDonald or a Mesus are bringing in the rap game than to listen to, either some of Eminem's what I call throwaway songs where he's not talking about anything, or to listen to, I mean, he's got good wordplay, but I want to hear somebody saying so. Like hip hop has always been about what you're saying. So many, especially newer hip hop fans, ignore the fact hip hop is about having a message. That's where you get down to like, I enjoy listening to Jason's songs, even though, Jason gets mad at me sometimes because, I might throw some critique in there or something like that. But like real talk, I would rather listen to a Jason JV song actually saying something than to like a new version of Fack or something like that. You know what I mean? Because Eminem don't say one thing in that song.
And then at the end of the song, he'll say it. This song ain't been about shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you got all the wordplay in the world, fine. But how are you gonna make fun of somebody like ICP saying they're not making real music when you ain't even making real music in half your songs? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't saying anything. What's the difference between them talking about fantasy killing somebody and you talking about, you know, I mean, screwing a chick that looks like Jenny Craig jumping off the diving board and landing it, and what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the thing about Eminem now. I mean, his new stuff now, it lacks substance. You know what I mean? When you really listen to what he's saying in these songs, he's not really saying a whole bunch. Okay, yeah, he's got the wordplay, he's got, you know, these rhyme schemes and everything. You know what I mean? He's got all the tricks, all the tools of the trade. But at the end of the day, what's he really saying though? You know what I mean?
I saw that in Music to Be Murdered By, honestly, and that's why I didn't even drop but one reaction to the side B, because I'm like, honestly, like I checked out Nat because I do a lot of MGK reactions, and I wanted to see if he was actually dissing MGK again. But to me, it's like, you know, he hasn't really been like 100%. Like I said, I love Recovery, I love MMLP2, I love Kamikaze. After that, I could leave everything he's been coming with, just because, yeah, the wordplay's fine. Yeah, you got like Godzilla in there with the fast rap and you starting the challenges and everything like that. But I don't care about the fast rap and the challenges. Like, I care about what you're saying. Hip hop.
That's my point. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, and that comes back, and he should know that because he learned from Dr. Dre. He does know that. You know what I mean? Like, he learned from, I mean, seriously, NWA wasn't making stuff just to be making stuff. They were saying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Speaking of
early Eminem, circa 1999 with the Slim Shady LP. Look at all those songs on that record. Every song was about something. He had something to say in all those songs, whether it was his drug issues, his mental issues, the relationship with his mother, the relationship with his wife, you know what I mean? And the relationship with his daughter that carried over into the Marshall Mathers LP, then to the Eminem show, and then him, you know, as he was growing in fame, dealing with all these issues that, you know, from Glad, you know what I mean, and all these other things. Like, he had a message. And then on the Eminem show with White America, he was addressing, you know, the struggles that he was going through and coming up as a white rapper. But at the same time, he was also fighting for freedom of speech, on side B, when I was reacting to some of his songs, I found it to be hypocritical when, okay, you on the Eminem show, you're talking about, you know, your fight for 1A, you know what I mean? But now here you are, you know, with people having issues with people criticizing you, you know what I mean, and calling you out for certain things, you know what I mean? And because you're telling them to get off the internet if all they're going to do is bash you and all this and that. But wait a minute, dude. You're the same guy who put out the Eminem show talking about 1A, talking about freedom of speech. And now you want people to jump off the internet because you don't like what they have to say about you? Make that make sense.
It's all about when you are the oppressed, you care more about what's being repressed, and that's where it comes down to. It's like today, it's like conservatives are more concerned with 1A and 2A right now because conservatives are under fire for those rights. But you know, going back to the 90s and stuff like that, Eminem, he was in that white rapper category. He was the one being suppressed. He was the one being pushed down because white rappers couldn't make it. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about when you are in that oppressed category, you care more about what is being oppressed. Bottom line. And M is a perfect example of that because he's flipped his language on it. You know. Hey, I do want to shout out real quick because we were talking about Eminem's growth. But Mark B. Weed Extreme mentioned Nova's new song. He said it was wow. Nova's new track is wow. If y'all haven't hit up Nova Rockefeller's new track, Hey You, y'all definitely need to hit that because she's talking 100%. She's talking 100% about growth.
Yeah, I did the reaction. I just haven't uploaded it yet.
Yeah, listen, that track.
I love all of Nova's music.
That track is dope.
Yo, Alpha, like I sent a few super chats your way. I don't know if you read them or got to them. But
I haven't gotten down to him yet.
Yeah. So just wanted to say I'm back and I'll be in the chat.
Alrighty.
I think MBAP wanted the link too.
Let's see real quick. Okay, let me get down there because I don't want to skip over anybody. Let's see. I'll post that link in case somebody wants to jump in, but. Let's see. So Jiminator came back. Stacy came back. Shout out to both of y'all. Jimmy also joined. Shout out to Jimmy.
What up, Jimmy?
Also, Hustler joined, unless he got kicked off again already. So shout out to him. Let's see. Amy said a while back, I'm gonna piss everybody off too. I really don't like him. Hey, and that's fine. Like again, I mean, if you ain't about it, you don't have to like him. Like, I'll say honestly, like in terms of listening to somebody, Eminem at one point was probably in my top 5. I wouldn't even put him in my top 5 of people that I want to listen to anymore. Like, I just. Like I can throw on Recovery and Vibe, with what he's talking about with that struggle because I've struggled with addiction and stuff like that. I can put on MMLP and Vibe with like him coming full circle talking about his life. I can throw on the Eminem show anytime and Vibe, like if I'm in that more upbeat mood and everything, But like really, like I don't even listen to Eminem on a weekly basis. You know what I'm saying? Like I listen to Mises on almost a daily basis. I listen to Tom McDonald on like a daily basis. But when it comes down to it, like I can't vibe with most of his stuff anymore just because like either one, I've heard it so many times, like I already know it and it's nice when it comes on, but like I'm never just going out and looking for it, or two, it's just like I got to be in the mood to hear it.
I have like 2 M tracks that I listen to, and they're probably weird ones. But Kim and Superman are like my 2 M tracks that I love. Call me weird, I don't know.
I
like Superman.
Better. The first 2 albums was his best for me, I think.
First 2 were good. Like I said. In what I'm saying, I'm not trying to take away from his older stuff. And I'm not trying to say that there's not, that I don't fully understand. That's why I led off everything that I said by saying I'm going to piss off most Eminem fans when I say this, because I know it's not the popular view. And by no means do I think it should be the common view. But let's see. Emily, how could you? Just being honest. Let's see. So Jimmy's still at work. So he's lurking. What up, Scott? How you doing?
What's going on, Alpha?
Not much, man.
What's up, Bugshot?
What's up, man? Chilling, brother.
Let's see. Jiminator said, if you want to take just one request, can you play No Regrets by M? If not, just send some love. I'm almost positive UMG has a claim on that. Let me look at it real quick.
Turn this down real quick here.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do live Eminem reactions because I think UMG licensed him.
Yeah, I think UMG definitely, like, I would be a lot more comfortable doing that as a recorded reaction.
Yeah.
But let me see. Yeah, it's right at the top of his video on that one that UMG has the license on it. So they would kill our stream as soon as they detect the audio on it. So I would need to probably skip that. Did you hear Upchurch calling out Big Smo? I did.
I just uploaded my reaction for it.
Yeah. Chris says just back as well, just gonna listen. Now I'm gonna say I don't like Big Smo that much, so you don't like. I mean,
I never really.
This was the Big Smo, bro.
I was able to hear about Big Smo was that reality show he had.
I'm looking forward to seeing it pop off. Like I'll do the reactions if they start dissing each other, but like,
same here.
Yeah, I mean, but. I'm 100% like normally in these rap battles, like,
bias as hell.
Yeah, like normally in these rap battles, like I'm just sitting back, I'm like, let's see, what are you bringing and what are you bringing and all this. Like on this one, like I'm going in bias as hell. Like I don't even care about Big Smo.
I don't even know who Big Smo is, so I got nothing to say on that.
Our point exactly.
Let's see, Hustler. I feel old school. Oh wait, we already talked about that one. Yeah. Let's
I
see.
even remember a song of his. Like I can't remember no lyrics from a Big Smo song. Not one.
No. I honestly I can't either. I've heard a ton of them, but like I don't care about Big Smo. I have no reason to care about Big Smo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you mean like the Big Smo show? Was that a thing? Was that a thing?
he had a show.
I think it was the Big Smo.
It was a reality show on. I think it was on A&E.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Let's see.
It was a long time ago. That was the only way that I knew about him. And then after that show went off the air, I forgot about him.
I'm
He put
trying
in
to
that
think.
comment about their jumper
I
saying,
used to watch. Oh, I'm sorry.
now go ahead.
I was saying I used to watch A&E all the time, and I'm thinking of a show. I'm wondering if it's what I'm thinking of, but I don't know. Never mind.
It was called like the Big Schmo Show or something like that.
Yeah.
I might be thinking of someone else, but
Didn't he
someone.
kind of drop off like the face of the earth, Jason? After that,
Yeah, like after that show went off the air, I was like the last I heard of him, and then I didn't hear about him again until he had popped off about Upchurch on No Jumper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing. See, I think people that run their mouth like that, and you're this. I just think they're jealous.
Well,
because
Oh
this
yeah, he's
person
definitely bitter because
successful
if you
and,
listen, yeah, if you watch that Upchurch video, I mean, Church will tell you. I mean, this is someone who you could tell is very bitter because, see, Church has only been doing music since what, 2015? So
I
between
think so.
2015 and 2020, Church was saying that between him and his crew, he only dropped like 15 albums, and I think he said like 20 singles, and he's doing I think 169 million listens on his Spotify account.
Yeah.
And you have Big Smoke who's only doing 14 million. And this guy released 6 albums and 14 singles, and he's been doing music since 2007 until 2019. That to me was very telling.
Yeah.
Did he have a show? I think it might have been on Vice, but where he just like they'd watch like different like the alien show. They'd smoke a bunch of weed and just like watch shows, and I
mean,
I think
the guy was a rapper too, but he'd just like sit around with like he'd have special guests on. They'd sit around and they'd like get high and make
You're
fun
thinking
of.
of the Insane Clowns Posse show where they will watch videos with guests.
I don't think they smoked weed on it though.
No,
No.
it was not ICP. It was a
But
rapper
ICP
guy.
does have a show like that though.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that because I would have recognized if it was ICP, but no, he just would have a bunch of people come on, they'd smoke weed and they'd watch like what was that show? The show on his they'd watch like what's that alien show? They have so many memes from it.
Ancient Aliens.
Yeah, they'd watch like aliens and then like they get high and I don't know. It was funny.
Let's see who we got coming up in here. 2021. Who are you? What's up?
Going on 2021. I don't know.
Yeah,
and that.
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Who you?
Yeah, we can hear you. Hello?
You?
Testing 1, 2.
You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
Hello?
Hello.
I wonder if he has his mic muted.
I don't know.
You can hear him.
Yeah,
he might have his audio muted.
Yeah, audio. Yeah, we can hear you.
I just wanted to join in.
I don't know.
No, you good. Who are you from the chat though?
Yeah, right. He's a newcomer.
Trying to see who we talking
Subscribe to the channels. All we need.
You're what?
Okay.
Hello?
I'm just making sure y'all can hear me.
Yeah,
we can hear you. For like
I'm Sid in chat.
Hey Sid, how you doing? I don't think you can hear us though.
Okay.
He got
wasted.
Connection problems, it sounded like maybe.
How's your mom doing, brother? She okay?
Yeah, she's doing a little better, man. I just got off the phone with her a couple minutes ago.
That's good.
And my brother sent me another picture of the baby and said it's a girl. They thought it was going to be a boy, but it come out to be a girl.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mom's doing better. She's talking about, I want to go down and see it. I'm like, Mom, they're not going to let you go see the baby. Like,
yeah, right.
You're in the hospital because of your breathing. They're not going to let you see the baby. You know what I mean? Like, not going to let it happen.
Right.
And then I just think it's also funny when when Katie Noel first like started dissing Savannah, and then like Savannah Dexter's been doing music since not even 6 months, and she like completely like totally wiped Katie Noel like off or toothpick Noel, sorry.
Broomstick.
Like,
Yeah, but I'm over these Katie Noel diss tracks because here's something that I noticed on Savannah Dexter's channel. All right, the girl has 9 songs total on her channel. Now, of those 9 songs, only 5, I believe, are rap songs, and 4 out of those 5 rap songs that she put out, are about her going in on Katie. And the only one rap song that has nothing to do with Katie was a song about big trucks. And this girl hasn't even released an album yet, and she's been doing music since July. And she was supposed to drop an album in September, but then they postponed it indefinitely. But now, according to Gator Bravo, now there's talks that her album may be coming out sometime soon. And some of the songs that are going to be on this album are songs that Sherry put out on YouTube and other platforms.
So here's my question, like with her stuff, because she had that track with Jelly Roll that wasn't talking about Katie. She was talking about like her old relationships being sour and everything.
No. I said of the songs that she has right now on her channel, there's 9 songs total, right? And then of those 9 songs, there's 5 songs that are rap songs. And then of those rap songs, only 4 are about her going in on Katie. And so I was like, okay, look, I'm at a point now where I'm not really impressed with Savannah's rap skills anymore, because so far, like I said, 4 rap songs are her dissing Katie Noel. Only 1 was about big trucks. I want to hear her talk about something else now. Here's
what I'm saying. Like, if Bravo is supposed to be mentoring her and helping her and everything like that, why is Bravo not gotten her to actually get an album out instead of constantly? Because he been talking all this smack about people with features and everything like that, everybody using features and all that. Why is Bravo just hanging back and pushing her to do all these features with Jelly Roll, with FJ Outlaw, with all these people, instead of actually focusing on getting a Savannah Dexter album out?
Didn't she do 2 with Adam Calhoun as well?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Bravo's her mentor. Bravo been talking mad smack about people leaning on features, and yet he's mentoring somebody into leaning on features, because most of what she's got is a feature track.
Not to interrupt here, but I noticed in the comments, Delinquents at Action, Bronson, Ancient Aliens. Yes, that's who it was. And I'm not sure if that's the same person as Uncle Buck, or not. But I've seen Stacy sing. So anyway, going back to that, but I'm good now. Yes, it was Action Bronson.
Is that you, Miss Amy Lynn?
Let's see. What's that?
So I know I was asking if that was Miss Amy Lynn talking.
Yeah.
I figured. What's up, girl? How you been?
I'm good.
But yeah, Tyler, going back to what you were saying about that Savannah Dexter's album, it was back in September when Bravo Gator was saying like they were going to drop it on September the 11th. Then all of a sudden September the 11th came around and they were like, and then he made excuses. And this was on American Dilly's interview that he did. He was making excuses saying like, we decided not to drop the album because we didn't think it was appropriate because it was September 11th. So right now we got the album suspended indefinitely. And then now here they are teasing us again about it.
To me, that's where you drop it on September 12th, right? If that's the case, if you just don't want to do it because it's not appropriate, okay, fine, fair, respect. I served in the Army after September 11th. I get that. I feel that same sense of reverence. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. I get that. But drop it September 12th. You feel like that's too close? Drop it the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. You know what I mean? Like,
don't keep leading us. I mean, just do it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on now.
I mean, she has she has the talent. You know, she has the pipes and.
Well, we don't know if she has the talent because, like I said, she only has 9 songs, 4 of which are diss tracks. One is an original rap song that was about big trucks, and then everything else are like slow songs that are either love songs that like the love song she did with Adam about holding on, or stuff about her past. That was it. That's all she has. So again, I'm not impressed. If that's all you have in your catalog is those 9 songs, I'm not impressed. I need to hear more. I need to hear you rap about something else. If you're really that talented of a rapper, let's hear you talk about something else.
I like her, and I mean, I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt and say it's because she's newer, and that's just what she came with first. She came on the scene talking about Katie, and she rode that thunder. Now, a year from now, if we're having the same conversation,
then yeah,
Sav taking a hit in my book. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I do enjoy her sound. I think she sounds good on everything that she's put out.
She sounds great. Don't get me wrong, but my thing is that okay. Here's the thing. Fine. You came out hot with this diss track because Katie put out a diss track. But then after that, Katie hasn't said anything, and you're still dropping disses on her. And why? Oh, because she's talking crap on Instagram. Well, what are you doing watching her Instagram and everything else she's doing on social media? That should be irrelevant. I mean, you're trying to get this girl gone. You're trying to make her irrelevant.
Like
why keep attacking this girl over and over and over when she's not saying anything musically?
Now, I'll say the only place that I would go on that is that I get it, because to a certain extent, I mean, when you talk about diss tracks, you know, rap battles and stuff like that, like it always lingers. Like, you know, Eminem still talks about Ja Rule and Benzino. Tom McDonald, you know, if you're listening close, like even in Tom's newer tracks, like he still subliminally, you know, calls out that everything that went down with him and Mac Lethal. Like you know, those battles always linger, especially when you're on top of them. And there's no doubt Savannah was on top of that battle with Katie Noel. I mean, that was, you know, it was one-sided.
But now it's done and over with, and it's time to move on. Like, you know, start pumping out music. Like,
yeah. It's done, and it shouldn't be the forefront. So I agree with you. Now, one thing too, and a lot of my subscribers have called it out in the comments on my Savannah Dexter reactions. One thing that kind of disappoints me about Savannah, she knows that she looks good, and she absolutely uses that to drive a lot of what's going on. Like the Big Trucks song that you mentioned, like, you know, Demon Jones did fantastic in it. Dusty Lee did, or Lay. I don't. Yeah, Dusty's the only one that I don't fully know, but like everybody on that track did great. But Sav definitely going for the sex appeal to boost people's opinion of her in that video. You know what I'm saying? Like, and no hate. I mean, she looks great. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not blind. I'm not gonna say she's ugly.
Very attractive. Tall glass of water, because she's 5'9". So I mean, it's a tall glass of water right there.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, she does lean on that a lot in her music.
Goes so far.
Yeah, and that's the point that I'm getting at. Like, hopefully a year from now she's expanding her catalog out a little bit, so that I mean, keep looking good in your videos, keep showing off what you got. Like, that's fine, but make sure that you're bringing in some substance, getting away from all the Katie Noel stuff and all that. Because I agree with you. Like I said, a year from now, if that's all she's got,
is a really good point, Jason, that you made. I mean, when you think about it.
All right. Jimmy Juggalo threw out a top 5 check. Now, I got to ask, though, if you want a top 5 check, are you just looking for hip-hop top 5? Because if we go in full spectrum top 5, my top 5 looks a lot different than it does if we just look at hip-hop. So if you want a top 5 check for me, you got to elaborate a little bit, because we were talking about hip-hop when you asked. And then Jimmy gave his top 5, said Tech Nine, Meezus, The Real Young Swag, Twisted, and Massive Man. I ain't going to hate on that top 5. I wouldn't put Swag or Massive Man that high, and I wouldn't personally put Tech Nine that high. I think Meezus and Twisted probably live in my top 5 either way. But I'll tell you, for pure listenability right now, Meezus, no matter which way you go with it, whether you're looking at all music or just hip hop, Meezus is my number 1 right now.
He's the one that came out with that new song 21, right?
Christ 21, yeah.
Christ 21, yeah. That was a banger of a song.
Yo, Phil saying money talks and BS walks. Yep. Straight facts.
It's true.
Uptrends gave it there.
True country rappers that are.
Sorry, go ahead, Amy.
I was say, if I had to put my top 5, it would probably be 21 Pilots, Tom McDonald, Mises would be up there. Of course, I had it in my head. Now I'm just gonna blank. And then Nova at this current moment, and Lissy.
I would say
Say hi.
I would say Netus,
Say hi.
Struggle Jennings,
Say hi.
Upchurch.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's too wrong. 5's not enough.
Well, New Breed and Jesse Howard.
Yeah, 5's not enough apparently. Because I forgot Upchurch. He'd be up there too. Upchurch, Tom.
Hi.
Hi, cutie pie.
There. How are you?
Here.
What's your name?
I'll say for my top 5, it would be New Breed will be my number 5. Tom McDonald will be my number 4. Muses number 3. Upchurch number 2. And this may be a little bit biased on my part because this is my boy, but I don't care.
Yeah.
But Wildcard is my number 1.
Wild card number 1.
Yes, sir.
Who was number 2? That was the unbiased pick.
Upchurch.
Upchurch. Okay. I would go looking at straight hip hop. Like I said, I mean, pure listenability, taking wordplay, taking flows, taking everything into account. Mises is definitely my number 1. I appreciate his message way too much to really, and I mean, he got the flow switches and everything like that. Like I love where dude comes from on everything.
My top Mises track is probably Guest. I don't know why, but he has that wavy flow. I'm not even trying to describe it, but I don't even know how to describe it except for wavy. Like the way his
I don't
voice
know what Mises
inflection
track
goes
is
up.
Home. I think Home was the harder track.
Which
Your hair
one?
looks awful.
Home. Because the Guess I think was like it was too short.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then because Home, I mean that one, I mean he really let Nick Cannon have it in that one. I thought he went hard in that one.
Yeah. I like I like his cadence in Guest, I think, a lot. Like the I don't know how to describe it without like listening to it, but
Yeah. Let's see. Is this a white rapper only thing? No, it's not a white rapper only thing. It's just white rappers. A lot of white rappers bringing a real message right now. I'm just saying, like, also I got to stat out Stacey.
well, if you want to bring the racing into it, then Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's up there for me.
I wouldn't put Lil Wayne that high personally.
Well,
I like
I'm
Lil
not
Wayne.
saying it that high. I'm just saying if you want to get off the white rapper thing, then just saying.
No, just my real life, just my real life best friend. He's just in here trolling my chat. Also, shout out to Stacey. She said my daughter is so cute. Is she a redhead? Oh yeah. She's an orange head. This is
She
Pebble.
loves strawberry shortcake. She's so cute.
Earlier.
Are y'all talking top 5 dead or alive?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My top 5 personally, when it comes to rap, oh man, Jadakiss, right?
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls, Eminem is probably number 1 when it comes to lyrics.
Tupac.
And just overall. I don't even know. Really. That's about all I listen to when it comes to rap. I don't listen to much. Biggie M and Jadakiss, DMX maybe. DMX was good.
I would say. I mean, I like a lot of those. That's a different one, man. Like that legit. Like that's a real list. Like I give you that.
If you listen to Jadakiss, dude, he's probably one of the best rappers ever, man. He's just, the way he, you know what I mean? His punchlines, he's like one of the best. I'd probably put Cassidy up there too. He's a good one too, man.
I'll say current top 5. Like looking at
current now would be Jelly Roll, Struggle, Adam Calhoun, Upchurch. You know what I mean? Them boys.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say not necessarily current artists, but top 5 that I'm rocking with right now. I put Mises number 1. I would say after Mises, that's where I'm tough because I know who they would be. It's just hard for me to put them in order.
It is too much. I listen to too much music to put it in just 5. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Number 1 in all music would be Leonard Skinner for me. Like, I'm a Skinner fan. Ronnie B. and Jane all the way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
top 5's too hard. I realize that.
Let's see. After Mises, here you go. I'll take her back.
You'd have to go by genre, I think.
After Mises, just looking at hip hop, I don't know. I've been playing around with independent artists a lot lately. Tom McDonald's in my top 5. I don't think he's number 2. I think. Oh no.
Her necklace is on your feet.
Oh. My whole background and everything's getting destroyed right now. Real time.
I just see how much of Dad's goods can I get away with?
Yeah, right.
Apparently, we're about to make it away with a bunch.
How old is she?
Ooh.
She's 2.
Ooh, terrible 2s.
Yeah, she's not happy about this. Thanks. But I think number 2.
I would have to go with Eminem. I would say Eminem would be like, or is it like, or is it all time or like current?
Just like all time. Like what are you rocking with? Like what do you rock with regular?
Me personally, I mean, what I would say, second would have to be Eminem. I mean, even he's pushing 50 and he's still coming out with bars. If tracks and whatever else.
If I'm being 100% like what I personally rock with, like if I come with a number 2, is honestly Twisted. Like, and that's not
I haven't heard him yet. I have to get into his music or whatever.
It's a group. It's 2 guys. But I, honestly, if I'm going with like what I rock with the most after Mises is probably Twisted. Like Twisted, you know, there might be a couple of days in a week where I don't listen to them, but I rock with them for the most part. Like almost every day.
And Twisted has yet to put out a bad album. Almost every album they put out up until this point, they've all been solid.
I mean, they've got songs that I'll skip over, but definitely in terms of albums, like the whole albums are good. Like my lowest album would be Wicked. Like I just that would be like my least favorite album, but it's still like I threw it on the other day and I can still rock with it. You know what I mean? Like number 3 is probably Tom McDonald on who I rock with. Real talk. After that would probably be it might be Upchurch, it might not. I really think J-Law, if y'all ain't listened to J-Law, like J-Law hangs out on my Thursday night streams a lot. I got a lot of reactions to his stuff. He's underground from New York. I really rock with his music a lot lately. Like he on that real life grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think I've listened to him. I'll have to check out some of your reaction.
Yeah, I dropped one the other day. I did a double header with him in Aurora. And then
I just seen something from Aurora. Like I never seen her before, but I watched something on, I think must have been Fables did a live stream thing, and it was a I can't remember what song it was, but it was amazing. Anyway,
let's see.
I'm sorry. There's another one, guy that's come out. He actually, have you guys ever heard of the YouTuber Westland Diesel? He he has a YouTube channel, but anyway, he buys trucks and whatnot and like destroys them and everything like this. But there was a guy that I forget his name. It's like at the tip of my tongue. He just did a music video with with Slim Diesel's truck in it. But he's got some pretty good music. Let's see if I can find him on YouTube or whatever. He's somewhat of a young guy or whatever, but he's come out with a few good tracks.
But my fifth that I would throw in this list would either be it would be close between Upchurch and Tyson James. I would say out of the MAGA boys, especially, like Tyson James is my top out of those. I really like Bryson's music. Bryson has some solid stuff, but I mean, Bryson on that full on like hard right conservative, push. Tyson still ties back a lot, which don't get me wrong, Bryson does too. I mean, Bryson talking about his faith a ton and everything, and Bryson and Tyson are really close in my book, but it's just Tyson's kind of got that like butter sound. Like I don't know what it is, but like when he comes on his flow, like he sounds just confident and lean back. Now I'm gonna shout this out right here. The distance between Eminem and every other white rapper is pretty substantial. I think most of us in this conversation probably disagree, because I think we had that conversation at length a little bit earlier, maybe 10, 15 years ago, but not today.
Speaking of like New Breed and all that, I'd seen on IG that they're number 44 or something on some chart. I don't know. Him, New Breed and Jesse Howard, I think their song is number 44. Oh,
that's cool. Guys making the charts independent. I always like to see independent dudes.
I only had 4. My 5th rapper is Buckshot Big, baby.
What's that?
Earl Dibbles Jr. is his name.
I don't think I've heard him. Let's see. Mar B Weed Extreme called out Dax. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not a Dax fan. I'm not a fan of Dax.
Or is it? I'm not either, but you can't deny the talent he has, though.
I will say that he has a very fast flow. He does well with a fast flow, but I mean, he tends to put a little bit of filler in there and recycle things a lot.
I was listening to him one night, and I swear, he has flows that sound like Tom. He has a flow that sounds like ACAL. Sometimes he sounds like Church. And I'm listening when I'm like, who? I'm like, okay. I'm like, is this like the way he raps, or is this trying to be like a diss? Like, I can't remember what song it was, but it sounded like for a minute I thought he was dissing ACAL. I'm going like, what the heck? And I had to check. I'm like, or if he was like, they were on the track. I was really confused. It was interesting. Anyhow.
So for one, I'll say he is talented. I'm not going to say he's not talented. Okay. Let me take that back. I won't say that he's not talented. I think he's shady, and I think he does a lot of things less stellar than he could or less stellar than he should. But to me, Dax, especially being an underground, being a YouTube guy and everything, like there's no fan interaction. Like he acts like he's a superstar, and he's not.
Yeah.
And to me, like he wants to be Tech
It's his ego. It's his ego that's getting in the way.
It is his ego, but I don't like the full Dax presentation, and I feel like he's got his mindset saying that he is Tech, like he is the new Tech 9. You know what I mean? Like especially when I hit up that faster track, like that's all that kicked in my mind is he thinks he's the new Tech 9, like and he's not. He's nowhere near as good.
No, I mean even Tech 9's newer stuff, though not as good as his older stuff, is better than what Dax is putting out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, but Tech got that too. Like Tech straight up don't age, man. Like straight up, Tech is just stupid good for his age, especially. Like he sounds exactly
like Benjamin Button of hip hop right now.
Yeah. Let's see. New to the StreamYard. Yeah, you fine, Sid? Let me see here real quick. Let me make sure. I do want I do want to talk about this too, though, saying like the distance between Eminem and every other white rapper is pretty substantial. Like, I don't like that statement for a couple of reasons. Just because, I mean, we coming back in hip hop right now, like, honestly, especially if you're watching the underground scene, like there is at least an equal number of black and white rappers. Like, hip hop right now should not be like a race landscape. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Jason, because you're Hispanic, right, Jason? Like Jason's a Hispanic rapper. Like, where do they fit in? If we just looking at black and white, like we cutting everybody else out. Like,
yeah, I agree with and that. This is something that I addressed in a past video that I did roughly around this time last year, where I said, you know, it's funny how Lord Jamar, apparently someone who's been in the rap game for so long with what's his group?
I don't know Lord Jamar's group.
I forget the name of his group, but anyway, here's someone who's been involved since the 90s and apparently doesn't, for some reason, can't remember his history, because back in the early 90s when rap was really blowing up, it wasn't just black rappers on the scene. You had your white rappers back then before Eminem. Yeah. You had your Vanilla Ices in the world. You had your MC Searches. You have your Beastie Boys, and then then you had your Latin rappers too. You had Cypress Hill. You had your Lighter Shade of Brown. You know what I mean? How come we're not talking about these cats? You know what I mean? Like, hip hop was never just a black thing. It was a multicultural thing. You know what I mean? It's always been like that since its inception.
And it should be, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody threw a fit when Darius Rucker went over to country music. Nobody said, "Oh, well, you know, he's pretty good for a black country artist." Like, the gap between him and white country artists is pretty big, though. Like, you know how pissed people would have been if somebody had been like, "I mean, he's all right. He's all right for a black country artist." Like,
sorry, Stacey just said no. I'm sorry.
Not forget about Snow the rapper. We talking about Snow the rapper?
Yeah.
Oh, I like Snow. I like Snow. Or Snow,
I like Snow too.
Snow the product, right? Like, not Snow the rapper. I don't know why Snow the rapper.
Yeah.
Snow the product.
Snow the product. Yeah.
Talking. Oh, never mind. I was thinking of. Remember that other. Never mind.
Oh, I know the Snow you're talking about, Mr. Informer.
Yeah. That's what popped in my head. Yeah. Informer.
Yeah, I just though, like, to me, like, I feel like we gotta let go of colors in music. Like, I'm listening to the sound. Like, the sound is not impacted based on the color of the person playing it. Like, that's what's always gotten to me. That's what gets to me about what Snoop said recently. Like, and he very much brought color into his comments about Eminem recently. But it's like, you can't cut him out.
I can't rock with Snoop anymore.
No, you can't say, like, you're a racist. Like, you're a racist if you're doing that. Like, I'm saying, like, you can't say, oh, well, you know, white boy, whatever, that's not for me, or none of that stuff. Like, who cares? Like,
I can live without that ish.
Yeah, I can live without that. Like, get past it, man. Like, we just had a discussion about why I don't rock with, like, really Eminem that much anymore. But, like, really, if I'm looking at, like, all-time top 5, like, there's no way that I would not put Eminem in that list. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, and I just, it's such a contradiction because there's so much hypocrisy in that. Because, like I said, I mean, Darius Rucker is the perfect example. Like, do I think that his country music sucks? Yeah, but do I also think that most country music sucks? Yeah. Like, you know, he came out with Wagon Wheel, and it didn't sound anywhere nearly as good as the original. But I mean, that wasn't because he was black. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't throw those barriers on music up, I don't think.
Snoop is another example of someone who has really, really bad memory, because if it weren't for Eminem getting signed to Aftermath and them doing that whole Up in Smoke tour, none of those guys would have made the money that they made had Eminem not helped out.
Well, the thing is, like everybody leans back on NWA being, like, monumental and huge and all that, and I agree, they are huge, and their impact was huge, you know, when they were out making music and all that. But how many people today listening to music, hip hop fans today, would even know who NWA was if it wasn't for how big Eminem got? I mean, if Dre's name wasn't with Eminem, how many of those people who came in rocking with Eminem would have done the trails back to even figure out who NWA was? You know what I mean? Because, like, when I started listening to Eminem, I knew Eminem before I knew NWA. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. For me, it was kind of the opposite. I knew who NWA was before Eminem came around.
Yeah, but you live out on the West Coast, like NWA. I'm pretty sure y'all got to worship them anyway. Like,
well, no, because they were mainly based in Southern California. I'm living in Northern California. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It depends on who my circle is as far as growing up and, you know, who else listens to rap and whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I hate race in music. That's why I do all music. I do country, southern rock, rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's good music, I like it, man.
I listen to music too. I mean, that's the thing. And like, you know, if I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'll be honest with it.
Yeah.
Talk about it. But I promise you, I will never like or dislike somebody based on whether they're white or black. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Right.
I don't know. But that's
I said this. I said this in my this house track. You know what I mean? It shouldn't matter the color of your flesh. What really matters is coming correct with bars hella fresh. You know what I mean? It's all about the skill set. You either got it or you don't. It doesn't matter who you are.
Look, it comes back. I mean, do we want equality or do we want a scale? Like, do we want everything graded on a scale to include, you know, considerations for our color, our background, our economic status, whatever? Do we want those factors deciding, you know, how we get graded, how we get looked at, or do we want, you know, just to be looked at for the music that's being made? And my personal preference would be that we look at the music that's being made.
Quality.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure my daughter stole one of my AK rounds that's on that shelf, by the way.
Oh, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
No, they're out there, I think. It's okay. She's taking a bath now anyway. But
what? The 7.62, right?
yeah, 7.62.
Yeah.
I'll mess around with no 22s, man. Come on now.
I'm sure your wife got it and said it somewhere.
She's looking at us. She's like,
oh, what's this?
Your daughter is so
Daddy?
cute. Your daughter is so cute. She looks like a little strawberry shortcake.
oh yeah, she's adorable.
Until they start having a temper tantrum. That's watch out.
Birth control.
Look out.
Yeah, she
Damage control.
She has her moments. She has her moments where she's definitely a redhead.
I have my moments, and I used to dye my hair red.
Oh yeah.
I wanted purple hair back in high school, and I wasn't allowed to. So it was. What is that?
Mm-hmm.
It was how long are you going to be on for, AlphaTyler? Because I'm going to probably head off of this and call the wife back. She was buzzing in.
I probably maybe like another 30 minutes or something. I got to run to the store and then I'm going to be. But if you guys missed it, shout out while a few people are still here. Chris over on his channel is doing a Kelvin J reaction tonight, or not reaction, interview / live reaction to his full new album. I'll be jumping on over there at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Sweeney?
Yeah, Sweeney TV.
Okay. What time are you doing that at?
He's doing that at 9 Eastern, and I'll probably be closing off here at 8 Eastern because I got to run to the store, get some more nicotine real quick, get back.
Yeah, right.
call my dad back, and all that. So I got to load up for the for that interview. But yeah, I'll probably be going for another 30 minutes or so if you come back.
All right. Well, if not, it was I appreciate joining. You know,
appreciate seeing you, man. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've seen you.
Jason, Amy. So
hey, likewise, Scott.
Alrighty, guys.
See you later.
Yeah. Take it easy.
All right. Take care, Scott.
Good luck when she hits 13 or 14. Her demon will come out. Her demon already comes out Summit too. Let me tell you, like she especially when she sees my toys that she can't have because she don't understand. That's why she don't come down here much. Oh man, yeah,
My sister got lucky, man. She had 3 kids, and I think only her 2 sons had the terrible twos, and her daughter, ironically enough, didn't have terrible twos.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my daughter's not bad 90% of the time. It's just she has her moments, you know what I mean? She had blue eyes. No, she's got hazel eyes.
Oh, speaking of Stacy,
she's like my second born nephew. He's got hazel eyes too.
Check us out, Jason.
Stacy, I do not remember third base by name, but if I heard a song, I might. I don't know.
Which record is that, Ty?
That's Generation Nightmare. One of my Christmas presents. Sierra got me the fan pack, so I got that wall scroll. I got the first edition of their Haunted Highlands comic.
Nice.
Some signed stuff. I got the record came with it, and then I can't remember what else, but it's got like a numbered certificate of authenticity. There were like 500 of them limited. I was super pumped about it.
Okay, dope. Yeah, I got a couple of their comics too. I have them somewhere in my closet.
I've got some of the older ones. I got the one that came with Independence Day was the first one that I got, and then I bought like a couple here and there. Yeah, this one's pretty sweet. I like the box set. Like it was a super dope box set.
Who was that?
It was Twisted.
Oh, okay. I know I've seen some of their music. I'm not sure if it was here on Chris' channel, but I think it was on Chris'.
I've actually been to some of their shows. I've seen them live. They're dope live.
Yeah. I've never had the chance to go see them. I want to. Like that's always
you got to. Man.
That's always
you get an opportunity to do so. Do yourself a favor, man.
I have a ton, man. Like they come to Kentucky. They used to do their Halloween show in Kentucky every year too, but it was like it never lined up for me to actually make it around to it. The last time that I had a chance to actually get tickets and go was when Sierra was pregnant with Emery. And so obviously, like, I'm not going to go to a concert while she's stuck at home, like looking like a beach ball. So let's see. Stacy says, time for me to bounce and eat dinner. Much love all. I may stop by Chris's spot later on. Definitely come by. We're going to be hanging out with one of the MAGA boys. If y'all don't know Kelvin James, like dope artist, like super, like he's just starting out too. So like, you know, definitely needs all the support. If y'all haven't heard him, haven't rocked with him, we'll be listening to his music, chatting with him, all that. Make sure that y'all stop by for sure.
Bye, Stacy.
I'll probably be on too because I talked to Sweeney about that show and he said that if I want, I can get on too.
It's gonna be awesome, man. I really like Kelvin. I've talked to Kelvin through like chat before. I've never actually had a conversation with him, but I'm excited about it. Like, because I mean, the guy just has such a positive disposition in general. You know what I mean? Like, and dude's involved with so many other things. Like, if you look at the full breadth of his content, like he's got a couple of different channels, like doing reactions, doing all kinds of different things, and like he's just a solid dude, man. Like just well put together, like intelligent guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's popped into my channel a few times for a few videos and asked me to react to his album, and I really wanted to do it, but with my work schedule and then a lot of the artists that I'm already reacting to, you know what I mean, and then working on my own stuff, you know what I mean. I mean, I didn't mean to forget about it. Like I kept thinking about it too. I'm like, man, I need to get on Kelvin J's album because if Chris is doing this interview and he's not gonna, do live reactions, like I didn't know up to this point how he was gonna do the show, then I don't want to be up there like not having anything to say.
Yeah, to Sid Payne, Pantera. As far as metal goes, I'm definitely like my number one. I've seen them like 5 times in concert, and love Pantera. Anywho.
Can't say that I love Pantera that much, but I do have a picture somewhere with Vinnie Paul.
Oh, sorry. I'm terrible with interrupting. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
They did a meet and greet at a record store here back on the Southern Turnpike tour. I got a picture with Phil. I got pictures with the whole band. I have one of Dime's guitar picks from a show and one of Rex's.
Nice.
Actually, that might not even have been. You know what? That was not the Trendkill tour. It was the official. I can't remember. Never mind. Never mind. I'm blanking. Anyhow.
You fine? All
Hey
right.
Ty, you ever been to a Tech Nine concert?
And huh?
Have you ever been to a Tech Nine concert?
No, I haven't seen.
Dude, you got to go to one. I've been to two. I've been to the there was one he did. It was at a bar, I think. And that was before he dropped his album. I think it was the Ever Ready album back in 06, 07. And then the most recent one I went to, it was in Santa Cruz, and it was him, Stevie Stone, Seth's crew, and I got to meet Stevie Stone, and he autographed one of his albums for me.
Nice. That's pretty sweet.
Hell yeah, dude! You gotta go to a Tech concert, man. If you ever get a chance to.
I need to. There's a lot of artists that I'd like to see. So my big thing was like I really slowed down a lot. So I was going to a lot of concerts like before I joined the Army, and then while I was in, like I would go all the time. And then when I got out and had to get a real job and stuff, like I had to slow down a ton. Still definitely, but I'm definitely trying to get back. Probably this year when everything opens up and stuff like that, I'm definitely trying to get back into a grind, going to some more shows and stuff. Because it's been a couple of years. I think the last, if I'm not wrong, the last concert that I went to was, I know it was Slipknot and Korn. I can't remember what year it was. It was like Slipknot, Korn, and King Ado. It was some smaller group that was like purely just a satanic band from hell, but like their music was just so. Like it pumps you up, man. Like I can't hang on. What was that band's name? Like I'm trying to remember now.
The last three shows I went at was 21 Pilots, Lissy, and Korn.
I've seen Korn. I think I've seen Korn like 7 times.
I think I've seen Korn 3 times. And it's crazy. The one Korn show I went to back in the day, amazingly, I could go into a Pantera pit and not be scared. Korn, I had to like go off to the side. I don't know what it was, but it was just different.
I'll tell you, the worst thing that ever happened to me at a Korn concert. This was in 2010, August 2010. I was watching Korn and Rob Zombie and Lamb of God, and when Korn came around, obviously I had pit tickets because I'm not a girl, and so. When Korn came on, they were the headline, and when they came on, I was up against the barricade at the very front, like being pushed against it. And after that, I promised myself, because I said that was the time I was on R&R from Afghanistan, and so I was up front. I said, okay, I just want to be like the closest person in the arena to John Davis one time. So that I can say that I was, you know what I mean? Like one time, just to say I was against the barricade. The problem is when that whole crowd is pushing you against the barricade and everybody is on top of you, it is the most miserable thing ever. I ended up just doing like jumping over the barricade where the crowd surfers go, you know, and running around the side to get back in the back, because I was like, hell with this. Like I was gonna try to take a picture and everything. It was when the Korn 3 album had just came out and they played Oildale. And so like I spent Oildale at the front of the barricade, and I was like, nope, hell with it. Like just like I'm over it. I got it. I can say I did it. Now I'm going back to the back. Like
yeah. At a Pantera show, my girlfriend, she got up to the front next to the bars, and I had wanted to crowd surf, and I was like 16 at the time. I'm 5'2", 120 pounds, and I made the bright idea to crowd surf during This Love. Not the best track, because as soon as the music slowed down, everybody's hands dropped, and I fell down like a hole like opened up. I fell down in a hole. Somebody fell on top of me, and let me just say, there is absolutely no oxygen on the floor, and so someone helps me up. I'm trying to get back, and behind like the main pit, like all like the 6'5" dudes with their arms crossed standing there. I ended up having to punch some guy in his nuts, like fucking move, because I needed to get to the side because I could not breathe. But yeah, that was your point about being as close to the stage as possible. That was the best thing about the crowd surfing, is like I wanted to say that I did it. I was brave enough to do it. And yeah, you get up to the front and you go over the barrier and go back around the side. But yeah. One of our crowd surfed during this love. Not that that would ever happen anymore. Unfortunately, rest in peace.
I don't like, but I will say I don't like crowd surfing because I don't like getting punched in the nuts. That's the only thing. Because no matter what, like those hands are coming up at angles and they're gonna catch you no matter where they grab. And, like, it's gonna happen like 5 times while you're going through. Like somebody just bam.
Yep. That's a man's problem, I think.
Yeah, it is.
My girlfriend, that same concert, she was up in that front barrier and some girl crowd surfed over her. And at one point she looks at her hand. She had unknowingly ripped out a chunk of some chick's hair. She's like, I had a clump of blonde hair in my hand. She's like, I feel bad. And then she said it sucked being up there because she kept getting kicked in the head by people's like combat boots and crap as they came over the barrier.
I only seen Korn once, and I was at Ozfest back in, I think it was like early 2000s. It was them and Disturbed was there too.
I don't like Disturbed. I never liked them.
I like Disturbed pretty well. But Jiminator says, can you do Lights Go Down by Bazanji? If you do the music video, there's no copyright. Yeah, I've actually got it pulled up. We'll definitely do that in a minute. I wanna air this out. We'll probably close out the stream because I'm gonna close the stream in the next 20 minutes anyway. So we'll probably close out with a react. Well, maybe not close out, but we'll do it in just a minute because I saw Sid talking about, I saw Lamb of God, Testament, Behemoth, Anthrax, and Slayer and Riverbend. That's awesome. So when I saw Lamb of God, I had never listened to Lamb of God before. I had tickets because they were playing with Rob Zombie and Korn. And when I got to the concert, I had, I'd watched some videos to kind of see what to expect, and everyone was telling me when Black Flag comes on, the Wall of Death and all that. Well, I didn't know what the Wall of Death was. Like, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, they drop down the flag and they're gonna do a Wall of Death. Well, so I'm in the pit and I'm standing there, we're listening. They drop the flag down, Black Flag's coming on. I'm like, okay, well, they're doing this heavy song. Like, this is a fan favorite and everything. And then somebody hooks my arm, somebody else hooks my arm, and like the pit splits. And so apparently the goal in this is to link arms and run as 2 separate walls and then crash into each other. And then everybody just starts beating the hell out of each other. So
it sounds like a Pantera concert, kind of.
Like that's not like pits in my mind. You're supposed to be in the pit having fun, running around, push and like bump and all that stuff, but never like any like full on like fist punching. So we get over there, we crushed together. I was unfortunate. I was at the front right there, and so we're crammed in and everybody's pushing into me again, and then somebody just reaches across the dude in front of me and just punches me in the jaw. And I'm like, okay, like this is real life happening here. Like, this is some actual, like, we're fighting in the pit. Okay. So,
if you see in a Pantera show, there's the pit, but then there's things that we call circles. And there's like the regular pit, but then there's the circles. And that's, everybody just going crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching Norma Jean. I don't know if you guys know who Norma Jean is. I'm a big fan of Norma Jean. And they were having some circle pits. Or no. This wasn't Norma Jean. This was Atreyu. They were having some circle pits. And we were out in the circle pits, and I look over, and like this one dude has like his metal watch, like wrapped around his knuckles, beating people up, and like this other dude just comes over, and it was like a dirt pit anyway, so it was like there's dust flying everywhere, and you start feeling like junk anyway. And so this dude has like his shirt taken off, wrapped around his mouth and everything. He comes over and smacks me, and this was at the same show, Mayhem Fest in 2010. he comes over and smacks me, and he's like pointing at him, and he's like, "Come on!" So like we had to like throw that dude out of the circle and stuff. We beat him up a little bit. It was fun.
Gabe's back. No
Gabe
bites?
is back. Let's see. Yes, I saw your super chat, Jiminator. Let's see. Jimmy says last concert I was at was the Juggalo March. It was free. Very cool. Saw Lamb of God, Testament, Behemoth. Oh, we already read that one. Tyler, have you ever been to any of the gatherings? No, I've never been to one of the gatherings. I always wanted to go because it seems like such a good time. Like I just
I took out a gathering too.
Like and that's the thing. Like I'm not even like wholly in that community anymore, you know, because like really when Twisted left, like I was like my favorite part bounced, and like I don't like ICP's newer music, so I kind of I won't say bounce, like I don't make fun of juggalos or anything, but I definitely don't consider myself one. But I still like the gathering just seems like such a fun time. Like I really want to go to one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what I like about any like Juggalo concert you go to, whether it's ICP or Twisted, they have pits too, but their pits are so much more like brotherly. You know what I mean? Because I think it's a little ICP song where they say something like, "Oh, you know, because of the pits." You know what I mean? And they know that a lot of times at rock concerts, especially when you're in a pit and you get knocked down, you know what I mean? You run the risk of getting trampled on. Well, ICP has this rule like, well, in our pits, when you get knocked down, don't worry about it. Your Juggalo brother or your Juggalette sister will be right there to help you back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, this comment to Gabe. You just need to come up north and go ice fishing. Then maybe you'd have some bites.
Gabe been talking about wanting to go ice fishing, I think.
Plenty of holes to drill on the ice.
I saw this group one time. They were called In This Moment, and they had a chick singer. It was really cool. So she ended up they had a gazebo set out back, and so she ended up walking away from the stage and singing like one of the songs at the gazebo. But she wanted like a circle pit of people just running around the gazebo. And it was like the biggest pit I've ever been in my life. And it was kind of like what you were talking about, man. People were tripping, like rolling. Because, you know, I mean, you got that many people running a circle around this little gazebo where this chick's singing. Like, you're going to trip eventually and fall. And like they get to rolling. And like, I mean, it was to the point, like, you ain't even got time to stop and pick somebody up, because if you stop to pick them up, you're going to get knocked down by the next person. And so like, I'm sitting here hurdling people trying to get through this and everything, man. That was hands down the worst pit that I've ever been in. That was another dirt pit. And so like the cloud of dust coming up from that thing, man, like it was, you know, you're running, you're getting, you know, you're breathing heavy and everything anyway, in that dirt, all that coming in, man, that was murder. Like that was the worst pit I've ever been in my life. But like, it was fun.
Awful.
It was fun, but it was awful.
It sounds awful.
It was the best of times, and it was the worst of times.
It was the best of times and the worst of times. All right,
buddy. I'm gonna hop off here, man. It's been been fun, but it ain't been real fun. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Biggs.
I appreciate you, Buckshot. Congrats on that. Congrats on becoming an uncle, and praying for your mom still, man. 100%.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
You'll be
catch you later, brother.
You'll be hearing from me in a day or two. I got something I need to talk to you about anyway.
All right. Good. Yep.
We'll talk to you, brother. All right. Let's see. Buckshot. Let's see. Gonna stay in the chat. All right. Well, welcome back anyway, Scott. Let's see. Jimmy checking them points. Being in that pit says something to experience in that moment. This guy with the dad jokes and everything. All right.
Time called Glorious Gabe.
So Jiminator hit us up looking for a reaction. I checked it. It doesn't look like we really got any copyright claims to worry about or anything. So let me pop this out. Y'all want to join me for a reaction real quick?
Sure.
What up, Scott? You lied to me.
Yeah, what's up?
Twisted his arm.
Twisted his arm.
Twisted my arm.
Use those wicked powers of the dark side.
Figured I'd jump back on before you went and head off.
Right on. Well, we're gonna hit up this track real quick. So you picked a good time.
Nice. Which one? Who's this?
It's
Who's
a
this
group
by?
called.
We'll turn this down. Hold on.
Ooh,
There we go.
you got some assaults.
Sorry
All
about that.
No, you're fine. We got this group called Bazanji. I've never heard of them. The song is called "Lots Go Down." I don't know anything about Bazanji, but the song is called "Lots Go Down." So we're gonna hit this up real quick, see what this is about, what they're bringing. Y'all in the chat, y'all know the drill. Like, share, and subscribe if y'all enjoyed this song.
Yeah.
Make sure you go show it some love. We're gonna see what we find in with Bazanji. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Oh wait, I think I forgot to share the audio, didn't I?
Oops.
Hang on.
Square box.
Oops.
Something about a square box, man.
Hit that square box.
Stupid square box.
That was for Chris to remember.
Careful, Alpha. Yep. Jason might yell at you again.
You're not sharing the audio.
Man, you're lucky I'm recovering from a cold. Otherwise, I would.
All right, let's see. Yeah. All right, we got Bazanji. Lots go down. Let's get it. I like them white kicks. Hang on, we gotta go slow mo.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Smooth right there, son.
Very nice.
You can tell he ain't been eating. He ain't been eating. He ain't been eating no spaghetti today. Okay.
Like the beat.
I like it too. I'm guessing he's a rapper, maybe.
Everything I used to dream being real right now. If it wasn't working, I'ma work it out.
Now.
Yeah, I'm hoping the auto
What up,
tune.
Big G from
What's
Tennessee?
Mikey D.
What up, Mikey D?
What's up, Mikey D?
We about to close out this stream. We checking out this track real quick, but if you want to jump in, right there's the link.
Yeah, come on in, Mikey.
But I'm gonna tell y'all so far right now, like I hope the auto tune goes away for real, because like it's all right for opening, but like I don't like the with the repetition and stuff. Like the auto tune just really bugs me. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
and I feel like everybody leans on it so much.
It's been done to death.
It has been
already.
It has been, and it's like I blame Akon. Like I know there's a ton of people you can blame, but I blame Akon for getting some attention with it, and then like everybody just started thinking it was a good idea. Come on now.
Is it just so that they think they sound better, or like what's the point?
It's because
it's lazy singing.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
It's because it's an easy way to make some money, man. Like you can easily make a song that sounds better in like a club setting or something like that when you do it. But it's like it's been like Jason said, it's been done to death. If you do it artistically, if you have like some flares of auto tune in your music, I have no hate if you want to throw that in there. But like some of these artists, man, it's coming on everything. Like Tom McDonald uses auto tune in some of his music, and honestly, like half the time you don't even notice it's coming in. But like that's what I'm saying.
Because some artists know when to use just enough auto tune, and some don't know, and they overkill with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on Tom McDonald, like on Famous, he does it a little bit on the hook, but
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you where it comes from, man. Because it's like, and Jason will tell you too. Like recording a song, like you got to record each piece like 4 or 5 times sometimes to really get like the tone that you're going for. If you throw some auto tune on there, it'll pull it closer without like you having to like really go back and redo it or something. Like it makes the recording process a lot easier. And so when you're talking about wanting to get like a song that sounds good, that has that sound that people want to hear, like in a club or something, it's easier just to go through it in one take, auto tune it, and then roll with what you got.
Mm-hmm.
That don't make it better. You know what I mean? Like, all right.
You're just putting a Band-Aid over a flaw that is obvious.
Yep. That's my soapbox. I've got faith he'll come back and he'll do it different. Let's go.
Now, if it
Let's get
wasn't
it.
working, I'ma work it out, yeah. I keep on going till the lights go down, yeah. Till the lights go. Everybody wanna make millions.
Yeah.
Not everybody been working. Everybody know they got brilliance, but not everybody been searching. Everybody rap about money and hoes, but they got neither. Everybody knows. Always been keeping it real. Every time that I spit in the flow, I've been going to get it. They not gonna forget.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is a prime example of somebody who don't even need it, because when he came out of it, he came out of the intro on it. Dude's got a sick flow. He's actually talking about something, right? He talking about people not putting in that work, not wanting to do what you got to do.
What's up, brother?
He's saying, "What up, Sweeney?"
Hey, what up?
But he's
What's
saying,
up, Chris?
Hey.
But he's
Go
saying,
ahead. Sorry, Alpha.
No, you're fine. He's saying everybody wants that distinction. Everybody wants the payoff. Everybody wants that end state, but they ain't putting in the grind. They ain't using their mind. They're not thinking through the game. They're not thinking through their moves and everything like that. They just want to be at the end.
Hey, I have a
And
question.
he's got a smooth cadence on top of all that too.
He does. He does.
I have a question for who requested this. A friend of mine showed me a rapper, and this kind of reminds me of who he showed me. Is this guy a dentist? Because there's a dentist, I think in Florida. I think I could be wrong, but I'm questioning if this is him, because I feel like I've seen this before. So, if you know,
if you need to get your teeth fixed, call this rapper.
He'll give you he'll give you a sweet flow while he's going.
Oh yes, it is him. Yes. Good memory,
Yes, he's a dentist.
props to myself. Good memory. He is a
You need a root
dentist.
canal,
Thank you,
call
Jim.
this rapper.
Good eye, Amy. Good eye.
Thank you, Jiminator. I only seen the video once, but my friend showed it to me. He's like, you gotta check this out. And all right, cool, awesome. I'm done. We're good.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, listen, Amy's an INTP, guys. You don't forget.
She's on point.
My mind works in mysterious ways.
No doubt.
Oh man.
And I
No
have a
doubt.
good memory for shit. And you know what? I actually have like a very a visual memory. So him sitting on the stairs right there, that's what I'm like, because I wasn't recognizing the song itself, but him sitting on the stairs right there, I'm going, that's that guy. And but yeah, so there you go. Anyhow.
That's that Dennis guy.
I can vouch for Amy when she says her mind works in mysterious ways. Believe me. Her mind is a beautiful place.
Hi, Gabe.
What's up, Gabe?
What's up, man?
Gabe is actually in the chat. Or the street.
I see Gabe, Little Gabe, and Dog Gabe.
Oh yeah, that's Lois. That's she's named after Lois Lane, Superman. But she's our fishing dog for sure. She's the one that goes fishing with me all the time.
Nice. Nice.
How many happy endings did you give to somebody today?
Chris, his son is right there.
His kid is right there, bro.
People know what happy endings mean. Come on.
We watched the Disney movie today for sure.
Yeah, it's a very good ending. That's what I'm saying.
Oh man.
That was so wrong.
Leave it to Chris.
Leave it to Chris. Hey man, I'm back.
Leave it to Chris.
Sweeney's back.
Back again.
Hello, friend. All right, hey.
I want to get back into the song.
Yeah, let's back to the music.
All right, here we go. I don't know.
Damn it. I mean, darn it.
Who's crackling? Someone's crackling.
Yeah, somebody's crackling really bad.
I think it's Gabe.
Yeah.
Gabe, you got
somebody crackling. You have your window open, Dave?
Yeah, he does.
All right. Let's check out the song here. What'd you say?
I said I switched me over to mute. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right, let's go with Bazanji. We pick him back up. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Always been keeping it real every time that I spit in the flow. I've been going to get it, they not gonna forget it. I've been going up, they've been staying afloat. My music been personal, telling my stories. I'm telling the truth and my life been exposed. Talking to fans that we in it together. I'm never gonna turn even under the pressure. I'm keeping it true to myself. Don't matter to me if the curtains are open or closed. Everything I wanted, I got it. Always wanted more, so I'll never be stopping.
Ooh, bet that flow switch. Hang on.
I like that too. It don't matter if the windows or the curtains are open or closed. Like you can look in on my life. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. So he coming too, though. He's saying too, he's gonna stay true to his music. He's saying he's doing it on his own with his fans. I mean, he's giving that message right there. I probably would be too, if I was getting dentist paid. But he coming with it though. He's saying he tying it back into what he was saying a minute ago. He's saying, he's saying I'm not gonna sell out what I'm at. I'm doing this my way.
He's gonna be real and to the point.
And he's talking about all these other people. They keep falling off and everything. Because they ain't wanting to put in the grind. They giving in. They looking for that end state. Right on, man.
I'm that instant gratification.
Yeah, I'm with this message so far.
Me too.
To me, if the curtains are open or closed, everything I wanted, I got it. Always wanted more, so I'll never be stopping. Everyone asking when a new drop in. Pressure been building, but it's a good problem. Graduated college and now I got options. Always bringing more on these rappers, take caution. Always been bossing, everybody watching. Love every fan, just know you're not forgotten. No, every.
He's talking about not forgetting anybody too. I like how he's talking about his story. Like he talking about graduated college, he's got options and everything now. Like he put in the grind. Like it ain't just like this ain't like what is it like?
My cat just sneezed again.
But
I heard that too.
Did you? That was me. No. Are you sneezing?
That's awesome. That means Mino likes it, right?
Yeah.
Sneasel approved.
But you got that feeling right there in this song, because this ain't like the Lil Xan story of I dropped out freshman year in high school or something, like this was my only chance to make it. Like he talking about he's staying true to himself, telling his story because he's got the options. Like he put in the work to have the options and stuff, man. I got respect for that too.
And I liked how he was talking about being true to his fans, and that he's that everyone's going to be noticed.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, I thought he said OnlyFans at one point, but he did say
he's on that OnlyFans, man.
He's a dentist and he's on OnlyFans.
It ain't just for girls, Chris.
Hey, Big Smo apparently is on OnlyFans, but I don't want to rehash that. I know that conversation.
And how would you know that, Chris?
Because I watched the Ryan Upchurch reaction, and he blasted Big Smo for being on actually Mercules.
Gabe dropped off. You see this? You started talking about OnlyFans. You pushed Gabe away.
He's like, I'm out. I'll see you later.
All right, let's
go. Come on. Let's get it.
Everybody watching, love every fan, just know you're not forgotten. No, everything I used to dream being real right now. If it wasn't working, I'ma work it out. Yeah, I keep on going till the lights go down. Yeah, till the lights go down, till the lights go down. I've been feeling alright. I've been taking what's mine. I've been running out of time. I'ma keep on going up till the lights go down.
I'm gonna say, like, in retrospect, I get it. Like he ain't overusing the auto tune.
Nope.
But when he is using it, I do feel like he's overdoing it. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
Maybe he can't sing.
Yeah, no, I hear it too. It's being overly done. I think
it makes sense.
Had he tuned it down maybe just a slight bit, it would come off cleaner. You know what I mean? But I think overall, I'm gonna give him a pass because at least he's using it sparingly.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give it, like, it doesn't make me hate the song. It doesn't make me dislike the song. I wish he would kind of
just dial it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Unless maybe he was going for that sound, like more of like an electronic type,
type
sound.
Yeah, and I think he was.
I'm getting this like you know, in the Ronnie Radke Falling in Reverse song, Losing My Life.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the very same like sound, except for Ronnie does everything like way better. But yeah, it's I'm sorry, but this guy right here, that noise, that auto tune, definitely sounds to me like almost exactly Ronnie's voice. Where he puts it in like Jay said, like super sparingly. He's doing the whole hook.
Yeah, it's not killing the song for me. I wish he would dial it down some.
Yeah,
there's a lot of auto tune in there.
Yeah.
Running out of time, I'ma keep on going up till the lights go down. Everybody wanna be friends now, but not everybody been with me. Started with a couple hundred plays now, but not everybody saw this me. I seen it coming, it was all or nothing. I knew the future gonna give me something. I put in the time, put in the work on my rhyme. Knew all along I was shine, I'm on now. Got a long way to go, won't slow down. I've been staying up too long now. Sun coming up and I'm in the zone now. I'm doing what everyone don't now, when the money won't change me. People thinking I'm crazy, negative talk don't faze me, focused on pleasing the people who raised me. Invest in myself, already knew the projection, drowning in all of my wealth. Now money is people and blessings, wishing that everyone started with millions of dollars and do what they wanted. I wonder how many would still go to college or follow the dreams and not worry about falling. It's real every day.
Okay, so he talking facts right there too. Again, he talking about working on the game. He talking about crafting the game. He talking about, setting up the game how he needs to. And I like what he said right there, though. He talking about wishing everybody had that money to just do what they want, wishing everybody started off. But how many would still invest in their future? How many people would set up that different path for themselves if they had the money? If they can make all that work, like how many people would still actually, set up the different options and the different paths and all that stuff for themselves if they had the means to just go this route from the start?
Not a lot of people. I mean, if you already had the money, not a lot of people.
Yeah. So I mean, again, like I like where he's going because he's got a real message and everything. And I don't know the rest of his music, so I don't know, where he came from, how he started off and all that to really judge like what he's talking about with the evolution of his music. But talking about going from, the couple hundred views to where he's at right now, I think this video has like over 1 million views. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
And so
yeah,
I mean,
my friend showed me this. I want to say probably like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah. But I mean, you can definitely see, he's got the growth, he's got the work, he's got the outcome and all that. And I'm happy for him. But I can't really talk about in depth what he's going into talking about that grind. But I mean, it sounds like he's got the right mindset.
And he was talking about how people are hating, and it sounds like, no matter what, he's always gonna be on the grind, whether he's got trolls or not.
Yep. All right,
let's get it.
Let's go on.
They wanted, I wonder how many would still go to college or follow the dreams and not worry about falling. It's real. Everything I used to dream being real right now. If it wasn't working, I'ma work it out. Yeah, I keep on going till the lights go down. Yeah, till the lights go down. Till the lights go down. I've been feeling alright. I've been taking what's mine. I've been running out of time. I'ma keep on going up till the lights go down.
I like that too, and I know we're almost at the end of the song, but I like what he's saying in the hook. Not just talking about how the hook sounds, but I mean he's talking about how he's been on his grind, how he's been running out of time, and all this stuff. Y'all know, like if you're doing this YouTube thing, especially like 100%, if you're doing this YouTube thing, got a day job, all that stuff going on, like if you're gonna be on the grind, especially if you're gonna be on the grind, dropping a couple of videos every day and stuff like that, you're gonna be running out of time. Like you gotta budget your time. You gotta be making some sacrifices, literally making the time. I know for me, especially because I work 7 a.m. sometimes until like 11 p.m. Like for me, I don't even come in my YouTube room or anything until my daughter goes to bed at night and all that. And like I know sometimes it's like we up until 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning recording for the next day, so that that stuff's dropping and all that. and then like waking up at 5 to go to work at 7 and stuff like that. Like I'm saying, like you're gonna be running out of time. Like you're gonna be all that if you want to grind and work for it, because I mean, the dream. And I think if you got a YouTube channel, like your dream is to eventually make that YouTube channel your main focus in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And real talk though, like we are trying to push in that, but if you're gonna be on that grind, you've got to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you gotta sacrifice sleep.
Well, not only that, but the dude's a dentist. So I mean, can you imagine going to like a dental school and then being, like an intern or a dental resident, if they do it that way? I'm not sure how dental stuff works, but yeah, I mean.
Well, how cool would it be though if you were like getting your like a crown and he's like, hey, you want to hear my song?
Yeah, right.
That'd be cool. I'd be like,
as you're under a twilight. Hey, by the way, you want to hear this song? Yeah, what? Huh? What?
Yeah, man. Let's hear it. What you got? Step up to the plate.
Welcome back, Gabe. We got 18 seconds left. Let's go.
Let's get it. Look at that sunset right there.
Yeah. I like it, man. I like what I heard in this one. Like I said, I don't know how the rest of his stuff goes, but I really like what I heard in this one.
That hook has really grown on me a lot. You know what I mean? I can't. All things considered,
I can't hate on it at all.
I would say that the rest of his stuff is pretty good because my friend, he's pretty damn picky when it comes to music, and actually, he showed me who MGK was way like in 2010 probably, before MGK was even big. So so he knows good music too, and he showed me him. He showed me Adam Calhoun as well. So
nice.
So let me look here. I've got about 20 messages from Sid saying, could you please react to my stepbrother Cassius Cobain? He's new in the rap game. And then sorry for spamming the chat. So I always read all the chats, so you don't have to spam. But Jiminator also threw out, can you do Bang by Bazanji? No auto-tune in that one. So my plan was to cut this off at 8. That was 11 minutes ago, because I got to get ready for Chris's live stream. And so I probably don't want to start another music reaction, since that one took us about half an hour to get through.
We all talk too much.
We'll chat it out for a minute though, and definitely Jiminator though, since she threw the super chat, I'd like to get a recorded reaction for Bazanji, because that dude was dope right there. I'll definitely throw it down on my list to hit up in the not so distant future. Possibly tomorrow, but no promises on tomorrow, because I've got a JJV track that I'm going to hit up tomorrow, and then I've got a.
Was that who we hit up?
What, Bazanji?
That was who we just listened to?
Yeah, Bazanji.
Yeah. Yep.
The only thing I will say about him is I think his flow was really good. The way he switches up is so natural. It's like it's almost MGK level. The way he just up that cadence.
Yeah.
For that part.
I dug it for sure.
Yeah, his flow switches.
The overall presentation, man, was just impressive to me.
Yeah,
like he didn't.
I liked it.
He definitely didn't sacrifice for his flow switches, and I enjoyed that. Also, to hitting up Cassius Cobain, yeah, I've got Cassius on my list for sure. I've had him for a little while, but there was so much good music coming out, so much new music coming out for a little while, I should say, that I got swept away from what was even on my list for a little while. Why'd you take away Mino?
Well, I don't know, because I didn't want to be on camera. I can
That's
put him
Tigger.
back.
That's Tig.
Taylor Swift?
There. All right.
Tay?
They like you, Mino.
Tigger.
They like you.
Tig. Tigger, say hi.
I'd get Trash Can down here, but he messes with my snakes too much.
Say hi, Tigger.
Hey man, when I love when the live streams go off the rails and we end up resorting to watching like cat videos on Tyler's channel. I'm like, really? Is this what we're doing? And I'm like, okay, I love cats.
Do you discriminate against cats or what?
I don't want a cat in my house, but I like the videos.
You hear that, Amy? When you guys get married, you can't have me know anymore.
Yeah, not gonna happen at this point.
Oh, did you hear my cat? She's like, meow.
Yeah, I heard it.
What, Tigger? She's yelling at you, Chris.
She's saying hi, is what she's saying.
No,
it sounds like she's saying now
because you don't like cats in the house. She giving me an evil look too. What's the matter, Tigger?
Hey, Hustler 2010, man. Thanks for showing me Kambata yesterday. That was awesome. Sarah, what's up?
She loves cats.
I know. All I had to talk about was cat videos, and all of a sudden, Sierra is on the show.
Hey, Sierra.
I don't care. When I'm able to, I'm getting me a cat for my place.
I like your cat.
It's okay, Gabe.
I like your cat's face markings. It's like cool.
That's like a cat. That's like a cat person thing. Talking about face
I actually rescued her. It was around this time, and it was like below freezing out. And I just come home, and I heard like this faint meow, and I'm like, where's that coming from?
Right.
And here she was, and the apartment complex that I lived in at the time, there was like a bush on each side, and she was sitting underneath the bush, and she was barely like not even a few weeks old.
You know that's crazy.
And
It was actually in a tree.
Oh yeah, and
with his sister.
Oh, okay. And I told my wife, I said, I'm not coming out to a dead kitten. I said that's not happening. Wow. So she grabbed the flashlight, and she kind of got spooked, and she ran underneath my car. And my wife was on the other side with the flashlight, and she dropped the flashlight and startled her for a second. And I just reached under and grabbed her, and we've had her ever since.
Aww.
Yeah, all warm and safe inside a nice house with food and love. And yep. Hey, man. Yep. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, Tigger? That's my cat story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway.
I gotta say something. Now I know what Tyler's last name is. All right.
Why you gotta dox me like that?
Hey man, I doxed somebody else in the chat last night.
There's something crazy going on. Like, I don't have Instagram on my computer, but like Mikey D sent me these pictures, and this is insane. So like I don't know what's happening here, but he sent me a recorded video of it. Like my stream keeps changing. Y'all can't see it because of my ring light. Let me turn that off.
Oh, where'd Amy go?
My stream keeps completely changing, like the title and everything, from what it's actually titled to ABL Live, Trump banned everywhere, continued Capitol fallout, Soho Karen arrested. Like, what?
Okay, ABL is Anthony Brian Logan. He's on YouTube. He's had his channel for a long time.
But my title should not be changing. Like,
yeah. Oh, your title changed.
The title of my stream. Like, Mikey has sent me a video and a picture of it, like a picture showing like where it's at, and legit, like my stream title keeps changing to that and back. Like,
hopefully you don't get demonetized for that.
On my end, it's not. I'm just saying it's been AlphaTeam community the whole time.
Like, I'm watching. I wish. wish you guys could see what I'm what I'm seeing, but like, dude, that's crazy.
That's nuts.
But all right, so I've got 8:20. I owe Chris Sweeney a prompt arrival at 9 p.m.
Yeah, man.
So we got to wrap this off, guys.
9 p.m.
I'm gonna plug it one more time.
Everybody be there for sure.
Yep, I'm gonna plug it one more time. 42 minutes from this exact minute over on Sweeney TV. Over on Sweeney TV, we're gonna be talking with Kelvin J from the MAGA Boys. Kelvin J got some new music.
Nice.
We're gonna be talking with Kelvin J, checking out his new music, all that stuff. So you guys definitely want to make sure that you get over there. I don't know what's going on with YouTube changing my title over there, but I appreciate you sending it to me, Mikey, because like to me that feels like some shenanigans.
Some BS.
Yeah. Like
that's weird.
If my channel gets demonetized tomorrow, I expect everybody watching right now to start up the Bring AlphaTyler Back.
Hell yeah.
A free Alpha.
Rock on.
AlphaTyler. Yeah.
Yeah, free AlphaTyler petition.
Tell me about it.
I got the t-shirts printed.
It's all right, Tigger got your back.
Dude.
Go AlphaTyler. Go.
Yeah.
But I appreciate all y'all hanging out. It's been fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man. Appreciate it.
It's been great. But it's been a little while since we did a community stream. Y'all been harassing me about it.
Yeah.
And so we had to bring one back. Like I said, I'm gonna try and do them more regularly on Saturdays. So definitely appreciate everybody showing up though, hanging out. I gotta run to the store, and then y'all be able to catch us over on Sweeney TV. Plugs for everybody though. Make sure that y'all go check out Jason JV. He's got 2 new tracks up.
Hell yeah! I'll do that right now.
He also got a new EP out. And if y'all haven't subbed over there, y'all need to be subbed just so you can catch everything he's dropping real time. Also, Chris Sweeney over at Sweeney TV. He has been making tons of reactions. He's been doing these live streams. He's been doing the after parties and all that stuff, man. Y'all definitely want to go be hanging out with Sweeney TV.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, even though Mikey and TTT make constant fun of me, I'm not going to stop what I'm doing.
I think they just busting your balls, man.
Hey,
if you got to think about it, if they weren't harassing you, that means they don't like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I ain't gonna
That's the way you got to see it, brother.
I ain't gonna stop. I got big plans for 2021. You guys
keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah, I got it all going on. I'm 2021. My channel's gonna blow up. I swear. I'm gonna make it happen.
Yep.
I'm gonna I'm gonna speak it into existence. So
hey, it's 100% love. Now, Geminator J and Delinquent both in the chat. Geminator J, make sure y'all checking him out. He's making some dope beats. He got a new one coming out. I think he said next week. We're gonna be hitting that one up for sure.
He said it's bass heavy too. I can't wait.
He said it's bass heavy. It's gonna be throbbing. It's gonna be one of them that breaks the system and all that. And then
check out Jason J's stuff right now.
My man Delinquent in the chat. Delinquent's making music. He's also making this web series. We're going to have a reaction to the 2nd episode from his web series coming up tomorrow. If y'all didn't catch when we hit up the 1st episode on Thursday, y'all can't go back and check that out because that one is that one got blocked because of some other requests. But definitely want to be getting in on Delinquent's web series. And my man Mikey D 615 from Tennessee is down in the chat. Dope reaction channel. Y'all definitely want to be hitting that up. I actually owe Mikey some things I got to hit him up about later. But yeah, Mikey the one showing me too that my my stream title is going back and forth. I don't know what's going on, man. Like YouTube better not be trying to plug this in to deplatform me or anything.
Alpha,
like that.
They screwing everybody over, man. It's that far left, man.
I'm saying, like, yeah, man. I'm just saying, be ready. Hashtag free AlphaTyler.
Free AlphaTyler.
Tyler, you forgot to plug someone else.
Who? What?
There he is.
Geminator the beat maker.
Oh, I plugged Geminator.
Did you?
Right before Delinquent, yeah.
He just said it right now in the chat. What about me, Tyler?
Well, I think I did, but either way, if I didn't, I'll plug him again. Geminator making some dope beats. If y'all ain't been looking over there, he got another one coming out this coming week. Y'all definitely want to be hitting his beats up. And he said this one, yeah, we definitely talked about this because Sweeney even said, he said it's bass heavy, and I said it's going to break the system. Either way, y'all definitely want to be hitting him up. Geminator got a couple of beats that I'm going to be using on my album coming out. So definitely make sure y'all showing all love to everybody in this community, man. It's an awesome community, 100%. We ain't the biggest, but we the best. All right. Anybody else?
DJ Khaled?
DJ Khaled? Come on now.
All right. Well, I'll see y'all probably for that interview.
Alrighty, Amy. We'll see you at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on Sweeney TV. That's all I got, though. I'm DJ AlphaTyler. Hope y'all staying safe, taking care, and I'm going to catch you guys next time.
Adios.